Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YeeHaw Lads podcast, episode number 93. Let's start off by checking in with Marcus on how his Subaru is doing after the engine swap.
Well,
You might not have been ready for that.
I wasn't.
I thought you were
but
going to say,
that's okay.
I thought you were turning over to Nick. As you can tell,
To
Nick's
Nick?
not here. Yeah, I know. I was like, it sounded like you were going to tee it up and be like, he's not here. Just kidding. Yeah, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, no, he's packing for his cruise, which leaves tomorrow. But I'm like,
Yeah, he's like leaving for the airport at like 4:30 in the morning.
we'll check it with Nick, who's not here. Nick,
I thought that's how you were going to do
Call
it.
him.
I was like, what?
just call him live. Like, hey, how are you doing? He'll be like, what?
Good.
I'm fucking
All right,
busy.
That's all we needed. We're on the.
Okay,
We're
bye.
going to go back
Hold
to the
on.
podcast now.
You guys keep talking. I'm going to see if I have Nick's number. I don't think I even do.
Jesus,
I know I do.
I know you guys do, but I don't think I don't.
that
God damn it.
it.
You have Caitlin's?
No, I don't think so. Nope. Anyway,
Wow. You are literally putting this on the air that you don't have their numbers.
they know that. They know I don't save people's numbers. I have Andy's memorized. Marcus's I forgot once he changed it like 10, 15 years ago. And then after that, I just gave up. Sorry, guys.
okay. So back to the Subaru.
Yeah.
So called last week, set up an appointment for
Alignment.
a 4-wheel alignment.
Yeah.
In the
Oh, you got 4-wheel?
Well,
I thought you were
'cause
doing
yeah,
front.
we wanted to do a 4-wheel alignment because the rears chopped the old tires up so bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we're like, oh, it needs an alignment. That's when they said it needs an inner tie rod as well.
Yeah, okay.
So we did the inner tie rods this time. So now you could do all 4 wheels.
Correct.
and
Basically, when I got new wheels put on, they
Wheels.
said
Yeah.
we can't do an alignment good enough because your tie rods need done.
Your inner
Yeah.
tie rods have
It's like,
too much
okay,
slop,
fine.
yeah.
Well, I'll do those anyway.
Correct. Gotcha.
In the meantime, slowly kind of been babying it and driving it. It still shifts like shit.
Race car.
That's probably just a Subaru
Unless you
automatic
beat on
transmission
it.
thing.
No, I flare shifted it. It flare shifts constantly.
That's fine.
It's fine.
That's just how it works.
I think
you have a
there's just
spare. So.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's just a fucking air bubble somewhere that's just got to get worked out.
Yeah.
I mean,
or the
I'll say it hasn't
fluids.
been hot enough to really get it up to, like, not up to temp, but, you know.
Well, I drove it from home to Ottawa. And
Yeah,
back
but it's still
today, so.
air temp going down the
Well,
road is still 30
yeah,
degrees.
but
so.
still.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe
so-
the fluid that's in it isn't the greatest because it's
Man, it's the cheap
Rural
shit.
King garbage fluid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wouldn't hurt to put
I didn't.
like,
I didn't. Oh, I guess I did see you guys add.
Yeah,
add
Put
to
some
it.
nice ass
Har-
Valvoline shit in
Harvest
there.
King or whatever.
Just put the trans slops.
Providence.
Put the $20 bottle of stop slip in it, and
Oh,
it will never flare shift again. It'll be
honestly,
concrete.
they do make a little one.
Oh yeah,
somebody
just
talked
a small
about it.
additive. Yeah.
It's not Lucas, but it's something like
Yes.
it
Yeah.
that they put in like 4L60s or something, and it makes a big difference.
I do. You told me about that. I pretty.
Mike
Good
told you
old
about it.
4L60Es.
Mike, Snow Mike, Snow Day, Snow.
Oh, okay.
G-
Yeah.
yeah,
Mike
Toyota
Wolf.
Mastertech,
Yeah.
Mike Wolf. Yeah, I was trying to think of his last name. Like, Snow Day, but
But
Snow Wolf.
Yeah, I got you.
so I dropped it off Monday for an alignment.
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped it off in the morning before work.
For King or
Kings.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a complaint. They called me at about 10.
AM,
Yeah.
not PM.
No.
Good. Just want to make sure.
10 a.m.
Just verifying the facts here.
And simply Christ.
Are you having a stroke?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why? What did you do?
I don't know.
You
So
simply
my
what?
my appointment was for 1:30.
Oh,
they
okay.
called me at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Ah, okay.
They're like, well, she's sitting outside. I'm like, oh,
What does that
You're
mean?
like, that's
Is
where I-
it done?
Believe it or
or-
not, that's where I parked it.
He's like, well,
Yeah.
we put it up on the lift, and he got to looking at it, and we see the new tie rods that you did in the front. Those are great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you need a rear and upper driver's side control arm bushing.
Front.
No,
Driver's
on the rear.
on rear.
driver's
okay.
side.
Yes,
That's the tire that was all fucked up.
they were all fucked up.
That one was the worst by far.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, your bushing's, a little, old and whatever. Like, it's still intact, but you should get that done, and then we can really get it in for alignment.
Can you at least do the front for now? Because it's so bad.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
still
And
going.
so I said, okay, is there anything else that needs to get done?
Yeah, because this is now the second time you've
The
denied me.
last time I brought it here, I had
Yeah.
you guys, it came in for a 4-wheel alignment. You said you guys couldn't do it
Yeah.
because, it needed tie rods. And I said, okay, that's fine. One, ballpark the front as close as you can get them. It does not matter. I just need it to drive semi straight.
Yeah.
Better than what it currently does.
Exactly. And two, check everything else and see if there's anything else that needs to be done, because if it does, I'll do it in the meantime, and that way when I come back, it'll all be done.
Right. It's like if they can just align the front, that's a great start.
That's what I ended up. I was like, can you guys like align the front? He's like, well, it won't hold. I'm like, I don't care. It drives like shit and it needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I did this in a shop with a fucking tape measure. So
And we did it in the air, not setting on the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So, like,
I know it's wrong.
Yeah, like we ballparked it.
We got it drivable.
Yes.
not-
Yeah.
We did not try to align
No.
it. Yeah.
It was semi ballparked.
Yeah.
We kind of half.
It was parking lot parked.
Yeah, I was saying it was on the stadium owns.
It had ordered the tickets for the ballpark,
Yeah,
but it was
correct.
not in the ballpark.
Yeah.
But so
had all the intentions of going.
$50, I got the front aligned, and now I gotta fucking pull the fucking rear end apart and work on that.
Well, the fun part about that is if you're there's one main bolt that goes through at least the bottom A-arm, I know.
But yours is, or no, you looked underneath it, didn't you? Because yours and his are way different.
Yes, but I'm assuming it's the same. Like
Maybe.
close enough. I'm assuming it's the same style. It might be different parts wise, but I'm assuming it's the same style of how they're mounted.
Underneath, the suspension for the rear is so fucking overcomplicated.
Yes, of course. But there's one main bolt. It's like a foot long that goes through the bottom of the A-arm, and that one is notorious for rusting in place, and you will never get it out.
Torch cut.
Well, that's
Basically.
that's the dealer.
Actually, you know what? I have
junkyard that I got
pictures.
my
Do you want me to
motor
send
out
them to
of.
you?
Remember when I asked you to send me all your pictures?
Well,
half an
no,
hour
Well,
this,
we
ago?
didn't know we were gonna talk
no,
about
this is like
Yeah, you
shitbox
just have
pictures
that.
that I have. Hold on, I gotta fucking
Yeah.
find
Yeah, no,
them.
the junkyard. That's way too new.
Yeah,
the junkyard that I got the
stuff
motor
right
out of for my car. I was like, hey, give me the knuckles off of this car because it has disc brakes. They didn't even bother to unbolt it because they've apparently done it enough. They're like, fuck it, torch the A-arms.
It doesn't
and
matter
give
if it's
it.
going to come apart or
Torch
not.
the
They
bitch.
always do that.
Well-
That's like the standard is just cut it apart.
So
for
here's
junkyard.
all of the suspension pictures that I took from the rear of the red car.
Yeah, that bottommost bolt is like a foot long
Which one?
on the knuckle side outside.
This one?
Lower.
Yeah.
This one.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's your upper, right?
Well, yeah, I'm
Yes,
assuming you're
it's
gonna
the
do
upper inner towards subframe. So,
Oh, so
They,
it's
they
way
told
up
you
there.
what only one bushing needs replaced.
yeah,
That's just a lie.
They
That's
probably-
just a bold fucking lie.
They probably all need replaced to be
yeah.
fixed.
Well, so I got to
This
because
is
I
in
was
my
like,
shop.
okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. Just get the fucking front done. Because when you really think about it, like, yes, could the rear need an alignment?
Does it need alignment? Yes.
Yes.
100%. Because it chopped your tire to pieces.
Yes, but we have had the front apart so many fucking times.
And never realigned it.
Yeah, so like
We just set the camber ish up and
Ish.
down, and the toe
You
is
know,
just sort of.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
well, hold
So-
on.
Hold up. What's up?
Realistically, how many miles you had? This is the second set of tires you're putting on it, right?
This is the first set he's put on.
This is the first set I have ever put on this car.
because what came on the car was like hard ass winter tires.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
winter
and
tires.
And he wore those out
Okay.
in the 5 months or whatever.
Okay,
Or the 3
so-
months or whatever, however long we owned it.
They
Well, I
probably
guess it was a
weren't
year.
in
I guess
that-
it was a year.
ish. It wasn't.
I know
they
it's
weren't
not-
that good a shape to begin
Yeah,
with.
I know it's not great, but at the same time, is it not just cheaper to fucking buy tires for this thing every one a year? For two a year?
I mean, if you could replace the bushing, but yeah.
So now, mind you, the upper
'cause
control arm,
The whole
Yeah.
arm.
the whole arm,
Mhm.
including both the bushings, is
Yeah.
like $40.
You had to get it out though.
Fair. Yeah.
Would I worry about
Ideally,
it?
ideally, it's
Worst
you're gonna replace that, and then the one side will be stiff for now, and the passenger side is gonna be fucking.
Oh,
loose.
if I'm gonna do
So it's
one,
not
I'm
even
gonna do
like-
both.
Well, I know that's what I mean, but again, like,
But
yeah,
then
the,
do you
the
do-
deep, and then you do the fucking
do the
sway bar
lowers
links, and then
and
yeah, this
I ain't
is.
fucking worried about goddamn.
You
sway
say
bars.
that, but then King is gonna deny you again. That's that. I'm not worried about. I know you would
they're gonna-
replace it.
I see what
the
you're
problem
saying.
is you're gonna have $300 in this rear end when tires are $300, and you can wait 4 years until they fucking wear out again.
This is
That is what I was
Yeah.
getting at.
Yeah.
Because like you stated that to start this was the rear ends are very complicated in this. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't fucking do this.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Not when your
stuff.
shocks look like that. When your shocks are
look
probably half the
fine.
problem too. Yeah,
the shocks are not great.
exactly.
No.
I wouldn't. If it were
I'm
me, I would
not-
just put more tires on it,
I'm
dude.
not in the biggest rush of like, oh my god, this needs to get done.
Yeah,
The fucking thing drives straight.
Yeah, because
And,
they
like-
did align the front of it.
Yeah, and it's I kind of contribute the first original tires
yeah.
going bad to the fact that, well, one, it just kind of drove like shit all the time.
Well,
And those tires probably weren't new when they were put on.
plus they were winter tires.
Plus,
in the
they were
middle of
winter
summer.
tires in the middle of summer.
Did
like,
you just buy snow tires again too?
yeah, but those are my rally tires.
He has another set of wheels.
Oh,
now.
okay. Oh, that's right.
Those are
So-
just my like. I'm
Gotcha,
gonna drive to
gotcha.
the event,
Swap them.
swap tires, drive, and then
yeah.
Same as
swap them
Michael
and
does.
change.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So like,
Okay.
it's not that big of a deal.
I
It's
got it.
not
If you're going to continue
dire.
rallying it, I wouldn't worry about the bushings because you're going to ruin them
That,
anyway.
yeah, that's the thing is like you can bend and break more shit than just
Yeah.
what the tires.
Yeah,
are.
you will wear
Well,
out a new bushing.
So I guess right now, kind of my plan is this
Yeah, your
is
your working plan.
my working plan is because I want to do rear CVs and the rear wheel bearings.
Okay.
So
The rear bearings are super easy. There's 4 bolts.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes.
Worst case scenario, we just grind them off and
Cut them
put a
out. And put 'em
fucking
back in.
yeah, exactly.
Super easy.
So
If only the front. Could
get
be that
the
easy.
no shit. Fuck, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Get the CVs and the wheel bearings,
Mm-hmm.
and then while I'm at it, I'll order the bushings, the arms, because so for one side,
Mm-hmm.
the upper.
People
AR,
love dead air.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's
I'm
just-
sorry. I'm trying to think because it's been a while since I've.
It's been a while.
It's been like a week since I've looked at this on
a while.
Rock Auto. So the upper has both bushings. So that upper is like $40.
Okay.
The lower control arm is like $45 or $50, and then I have to order another bushing for the wheel bearing side,
Okay.
and I think that bushing is like $20.
So ballpark, you spend $300, $400
Yeah.
to redo all the rear end
Actually,
stuff.
I think
what
it's
you
about-
didn't want to
I
do for the
think-
parts car.
I think it's
Yes.
about $500, and that'll get me everything. So
Right.
upper, lower,
That's probably not including shipping, though, is it?
no.
Shipping will be another $200.
Well, but
Yeah,
but
fair.
still.
Yeah.
So that's the upper and lower control arms for both sides, CV axles for both sides, the wheel bearings for both sides, and all the bushings.
But is it worth replacing that stuff if it hasn't broken yet?
No.
Exactly. Okay. That's at some
this,
point.
this is going to be like how I did the engine. It's
yeah,
Hey-
but you're not going to line it anytime soon.
no.
Well, he's got the front aligned.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not the
but
rear.
that's what I'm getting
Yeah.
at is like
The
I
front's
would just
been
run the
aligned.
rear, however.
Oh
like,
yeah.
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 Run it until you have a reason to
Yeah.
upgrade
So
stuff.
you break it during rally,
Yeah, if you blow a CV axle, you're like,
or
okay,
you roll the car in rally and it's completely totaled, and then
I like
you
this
scrap
idea.
it.
Don't say
I
that.
like this idea.
Why?
Drive it harder.
Try it.
Someone's got to hold down stock class.
Yeah,
It's either you or Michael.
I think no offense, I think it's Michael because he was a fucking a good
He was
goddamn
He
competition
was
with
like
me and
within
him.
a tenth a second of you.
Yeah, we had a
After
really
8.
good day the one day.
Yeah.
So I think that he will hold it plenty.
If he can make
My
it to
car
all of them,
That is
overheated
true.
and
No,
lost
I know.
compression.
I know.
me.
But yeah, I'll say I have confidence if Michael can show up to the events that he can hold.
he will
stock
at least
pretty well.
push you to also drive
We'll,
hard.
Yeah,
we'll
correct.
see how this year goes.
If not,
Yeah.
talk to Michael Herrera, and then you have an enemy now,
Yeah,
or
just-
you have more competition.
Just
not an enemy.
yeah, sorry, he
friendly
was not my enemy. He
competition.
is a very good dude.
Again,
but
he's
like,
a chill
He
ass
was the dude
dude.
who was always closest to me, so I'm like, I gotta take you
gotta whoop
down,
his
brother. Yeah.
It's like these are all the nicest people. And
I
we're,
know.
We're
Yeah, it's
starting
like-
like WWE rivalry matches.
I
yeah.
swear to fuck, I'm
We
gonna
have to
pit
do whatever we
maneuver
were
you.
talking
We
about
joked
last
about
time.
that for like an hour.
Oh
in the
yeah,
shop,
it's
but
DRC.
we're gonna start talking shit about people that
Deshane's
are
rally or rival
rival
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Just start
Yeah,
talking shit about
DRT.
people that we get along
Yeah.
with really good for
Because they're
fun.
so nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they'd find humor in it.
Just- Shane, we're coming
would
for
be,
ya.
I'll say the joke would be so good.
It would just be brutal. But yeah.
But yeah, so
Nobody's
that's-
talking shit about our friends, even us.
No,
Unless
that's
it's us.
that's my current working ish theory. Is like,
Replace it if it goes bad.
well, I'll just kind of like slowly buy it here and there, and then instead of like, hey, I got CV axles, let's do the CV axles. It'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, I got CV axles, wheel bearings, and the entire suspension control arms for the rear, plus the bushings. Let's do it all at once on
Yeah.
one side and be done.
But don't start buying anything until you have reason
Yeah,
to believe it's
yeah,
about to go.
yeah.
I
Because
after doing and paying for the final finishing touches on doing the engine.
after you did all the math on that, you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't buy so many things.
Well, no, just like the last two weekends ago.
2 weekends ago.
That was
Yeah.
when we finished it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to like, hey, let's run to Rural King
Yeah,
and
fluids are fucking expensive.
and get $140 worth of shit that I extra needed,
Somebody
like
wanted
fluids.
7
and-
cans of brake clean, fucking all
They
over
didn't have any of my fucking brake clean.
all over the floor, all over,
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I'm hurting a little bit, and plus,
Oh yeah, and you got your bill back for your.
for
your
yeah,
broken
yeah.
wrist.
So I
You don't
got
have to say the
my-
real numbers, but
It was plus $2,000, which isn't that bad for an emergency room visit
after insurance,
after
Oh my
insurance.
fucking
That's-
god!
Actually, you know what? Hold
you don't
on.
have to get too
Can
crazy
I?
with it. People don't care.
Oh, okay. Fuck you then. I was gonna say, do you guys want to guess how much my ER visit was before insurance?
Fucking
How many
10,000?
hours were you there? Probably like 2.
5?
Oh
No,
Jesus!
like 3,
I
4.
thought you went like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I did, and I got home at like 6.
It's like that's 4 hours
Okay,
plus
call-
drive time. Call it 3 hours.
Okay. It was just to Mendota. It's only a half-hour drive.
Half an hour each way. Plus you fucking me and my hand.
My
It
hand.
was $10 billion.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know, 10 grand.
Yeah, let's-
Insurance is scamming you.
Yeah, I'll say it
anyway,
doesn't
so
even matter. The number they make up does not. It,
Well,
it
yeah,
literally
yeah.
means nothing.
If you don't have insurance, your afterpay amount's going to be the same as if you have it. They just
Yeah.
jack it up when they see you have insurance.
correct,
Welcome to getting scammed 101. That's why I don't have insurance.
you can't get scammed if you don't have insurance.
Get scammer.
I just walk in, I'm like, I'm paying cash. They're like, sir, your arm's missing. I'm paying cash. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm grabbing my wallet with my good hand.
Yeah.
What do you fucking mean?
I still got one.
Yeah.
Just stitch me up. Get me out of. Give me some Motrin. Let's go. They'll be like,
Give me some Motrin.
you're making.
Can I get the SpongeBob Band-Aid? Thanks.
Dang.
You go up to the counter. Like, how much to not go into a room? Can you do the surgery just out here in the waiting
Yeah.
room? I know the room rental's expensive.
Yeah,
The
I'll
room
go, I'll go
rentals
buy a
are
tarp.
fucking expensive.
I'll go buy a tarp.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll do it outside. Just send one of your nurses out. Don't even send a
Yeah.
doctor.
Correct.
Just give me anything.
spit on it.
Do they
rub
want some fucking
dirt.
experience here? It's free.
Yeah, I'll do it myself. Just give me the instruments.
Correct.
I just don't feel like passing
Yeah, I
out in
need.
the bathtub.
I actually need to find a fucking like surgical scalpel for like just little. I've every
For
now and again I'm
kidneys
like,
and
if I
stuff.
just had a fucking surgical scalpel, I would cut whatever it is off of my body that I need to go like.
Could you not just get like an X-Acto knife and do it?
No, I would.
Or is that not sharp enough? Probably.
I don't know. I don't know the blade sharpnesses of X-Acto versus.
If only we
surgical.
knew like nurses and stuff.
Yeah,
You could probably be like,
can you pocket one?
Yo, bring me a kit home.
Yeah, just give me like a yeah like yeah,
Give me the government
the DIY. It's the surgery for dummies like to go kit.
Give me the government surplus tin can. I got to roll open.
Yes.
The self
Slice my
amputation
hand
kit.
open.
Yeah, correct.
You got your hand on the can opening.
That's like, all right, well, we're good. Yeah.
Like, it's got bandages. We're good.
Now I need a tetanus shot.
No, it's good American tin. None of this crappy
Not
rusty stuff.
Chinesium. Ugh.
But
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It was like $7,000.
yeah. So on the bright side, you're extra poor now.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And I have a.
Are you on a payment plan for that?
I gotta call and
He's
set that up.
about to be.
Okay,
Just tell them
yeah.
you're not paying. What are they going to do?
Care credit, baby. It's not that bad.
The nice thing is it's a church hospital, Christian hospital.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
It's OSF. So like you call and just be like, okay, I obviously can't afford to pay this all up front, so let's put me on a payment plan. And then they just don't give a fuck. As long as it takes, like if I say, hey, every month take $50,
As long as you're
however long
paying.
it takes, they don't give a shit.
Just put
which
on your
is
credit
fucking
card. It's
awesome.
free.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, I'll say that's
the
what
whole
that's
thing.
what care credit is. It's a surgery related credit
Yeah.
system, and they gave you they gave me an actual card, and I'm like, cool. I'm not going to use this because I only am using this for my LASIK,
Should've
and I
not
paid it off because it was 0% interest.
Should have
for
not went to the hospital. Tough it out.
Yep.
I was
Put
like,
some
I was
peas on
gonna
it.
say, how do I get LASIK not at the hospital?
Not you.
I stare.
Give me
I
a
stare at
really-
Marcus's light
To
bar
be fair,
for an
you
hour.
didn't go to a hospital, did you? You went to an eye clinic or whatever.
Fair, you are
It's not
correct.
the hospital.
Yeah.
Hospitals are scams full of sick people.
That is true.
Never trust them anyway.
I
Give it
can
a-
totally agree because I had my follow up with orthopedics on Tuesday.
Scammed you again.
And she came in. She was like, all right, well, how's your pain? And I'm like, I mean, it's just like a little sore every now and again, but like not, there's like no pain.
They're
It's
like, hallelujah. We don't.
She's
need
like,
to see you
okay,
anymore.
cool. Well, if it ever happens again, call me and we'll get you into the rheumatoid arthritis people. So, okay, bye.
Yeah, that's all it was.
I was like,
Arthritis.
I believe it.
I just paid $30 to go pay that.
Mm-hmm.
Waste of my fucking time.
You know what else sounds like poor people in here? XJ owners.
Yeah.
How's our XJ owner doing? Are you going to Naxtra this weekend?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because our
'Cause your shit's broke
mock
and you a
rally
bitch?
event is not happening, as
Yeah.
well as I don't
It's gonna
have
be
the money
icky and
to,
shitty out
and it's rained every day for fucking a week.
It's rained a lot. And it's going to be
Um,
gross.
I have Subaru brakes to do.
So you're converting? Are you doing the booster or are you doing
Booster and master, and I have the knuckles, so I will be putting them on as well. Yes.
Okay, I remember you were talking. Maybe you just do like the booster first, just to fix that
how it
problem.
is.
No, I mean, yeah,
Because you weren't
no,
sure
it's-
if the master was gonna take forever to ship or whatever.
No, I did wait 4 days for it to ship.
Okay.
It was the booster was I was waiting on, but yeah, no,
Gotcha.
that came in on yesterday. Yeah, I picked it up yesterday, Wednesday, and then
So what did you get done since you're waiting on brakes all weekend? Because that was your Sunday plan, wasn't it, to do brakes on the car?
I had a lot of shit to do,
That's
and I actually
true.
ended up not getting a lot done.
You ended up not getting.
Yeah,
a lot?
sorry, I ended up not getting a lot done. I
crazy.
ended up having a rain day on Tuesday, which I got everything done then, which was nice
from work. Yeah.
But yeah. No.
So, yeah.
Did we do anything Saturday? Did I do
Us?
anything Saturday?
I don't think I did anything Saturday. I don't know if I left the house all weekend. It was great.
I don't know what I did.
I
on
did
Saturday.
stuff
No,
over
I
the
went-
weekend.
I did go. I left on Saturday. Okay. I went and picked up some petty cash from the bank just to have some on hand. Stopped at my parents' house, put a spark plug in my bike, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and do nothing because I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything Saturday because the only thing I actually did was I must have went out to the new property and like was messing with stuff.
You might have. Did you measure your toolbox on
Yes,
Saturday?
that's what I was doing. Yes.
Okay.
Um.
Why did you measure your toolbox?
So I need it. Okay.
So everything's wrong.
I need to order a pack out mount to put my pack out on my truck.
Okay. Because you already have a pack out tool kit you take with you everywhere.
Yes, I transfer it from my truck to the Jeep,
but it won't fit in your truck anymore because you don't have a tool box.
yeah, none of the doors are big enough for the. I have the big
Well,
pack out, the double pack out.
It'll fit in the truck, just in the cab, which
Yes.
is kind of fucking.
Which yeah, I don't
pointless.
want. So I'm gonna put a pack out mount and also be able to put a bike lock through like the headache rack to it. That way it's not stealable
It's
either.
super secure.
The headache rack's the steel.
Yeah,
thing
the
that
cab
protects your
protector,
glass.
yeah,
behind
okay.
the rear
Yep.
window. Yep.
So yeah, like that's my plan is to put it on the front box and then
So it'll be
bike lock it.
It'll
to
be
that
out
if
on the
needed.
elements in the bed, but
But I can
It's-
also just leave it in the Jeep until I need it on my truck.
Yeah,
or, you know,
it's-
and if
whatever.
you're
it's
super
a-
sketch, you could take it off, put it
Yeah.
in the truck cab.
Yes, that too,
It's
yeah.
a fucking pack out. Don't they have like weather seals in them? Too?
Yes,
yeah,
they are
they're-
weatherproof,
no, they
but
are.
not stealing proof.
Well,
you can just
yeah.
go up and fucking unclick it and walk away.
You can
with
just
it.
cut a bike lock.
And
too.
ideally, I have a couple $100 worth of fucking tools in it, and the box is alone. Or
Could you?
unless you're a
$80.
thief, in that case, it's empty. Don't touch
Yeah,
it.
fuck you.
Could you like technically take some?
Could you electrify it?
Ooh,
Electrify the whole bed.
Yeah, just
like don't touch it. Don't even look at it.
Don't. Everything else on the truck's aluminum. It won't conduct electricity.
correct.
You're
do
fine.
that.
Yeah.
But no, could you make like a? I don't know, just a shitty angled piece of steel and weld it to that frame.
That's what the bike lock is going to be for.
Well,
It's-
yeah.
because
no,
the-
no,
because the-
That's how they're
No,
designed.
Pack out
just-
has handles, and they're metal
I
handles like formed
understand
through
that.
it all.
Not to
So-
hold the pack out down, just to kind of hide it out of sight.
No,
you know
it's
what I
huge.
mean?
That box would be like 3 feet by 3 feet.
Oh,
It's a big.
oh,
it's
you
a
got the
big
doubles,
fucking.
that's
Yeah,
right,
it's a
okay.
big pack out.
I was gonna say you could just make like a little cover for it.
Yeah,
like
no,
a
I know
hard
what you
steel
mean. No,
cover.
yeah, this one is
Yeah.
very
Like-
fucking big.
The problem is none of these are made for like outdoor in the bed of your truck.
Yeah, no.
They do make covers for them, like these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, their
If it
power
wasn't-
generators are so cool.
If it wasn't Milwaukee branded,
Yeah, then it's like, oh, hey, this is still expensive under this fucking cover.
Yeah.
No.
the cover is $50.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, take the cover, leave it.
Exactly.
God damn! But
Like my winch cover that disappeared and I haven't seen since.
you haven't
fucking,
found it?
No, fuck.
It's
no.
at your house somewhere.
I thought
It ha-
I haven't found it in the woods, so
the
I have no
wood,
clue.
Or the wind.
no, because
took
you put it on. The wind might have blown it away. Actually,
It
In
could
the
be
time
down
you
in the
were
ravine
gone.
somewhere. I don't. I might find it in a year from now. I really
Neighbor's
don't know.
chicken stole it or something.
Fucking honestly, a squirrel could have definitely stole it and made a bet out of it. Who
100%.
knows?
I mean, it was you took it off at your house and then left, so it's there somewhere or it's gone.
Yeah, I
one or
don't
the
know.
other. But still,
But yeah, so I need to essentially why we got on the pack out rant.
Yeah.
I need to cut down my Pittsburgh 225 piece socket set and put it into a pack out.
right.
And then the single place pack outs, they're like, I don't know, 8 by 12 or so.
yeah, more or
around
less.
Those are those will fit in any of the doors on the flatbed.
Yeah, those are like an appropriate-ish
So
small size.
I can leave the sockets inside the flatbed, and I can have my big pack out with like my pry bar, my wrenches, my
Yeah.
jumper cables, and whatever other stuff I have.
Right.
That all can sit outside. That's
So
fine.
is this more how you're talking about locking them down? Basically, cable lock through.
Well, so that's through the handles. The bottom box that I have
Yeah.
is it has like they're vertical metal pieces
like
that
the
are
corner guards. Almost.
yeah corner
Yeah,
guards
Okay,
is a good way to describe
gotcha.
them. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
So I can go through the handle of the top box, the corner guard of the bottom box. Yeah, like those.
yeah, let me
And
zoom in this
don't
picture.
most of the
God damn it.
single
Yeah.
wide boxes have the little holes through them for like locks?
Yes.
and
Yeah,
shit?
that's what that
you,
was
you can
tying
lock
in.
the individual boxes
Yeah.
themselves, but that
you wanna
doesn't
do all
stop
of
somebody from
them.
taking the whole box
Exactly.
and going home and
Yeah.
cutting it off.
You could lock those onto like if you had them on top,
Yes.
you could lock through them.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, like this,
Yeah,
where
you
it's a
got the
bike
little
lock
side
on
rails.
the corner.
Yeah, this guy
Yeah.
literally has it right there.
Yeah,
for
his
a
are actually
reason.
locked at the bottom. The same way kind of Marcus was talking, I think.
Ooh.
He's got a
Yeah,
little,
they do make some interesting
like
actual
lockable.
like because like that's the disconnect.
Yeah,
like
bottom
they do
plate,
make
bottom
that.
plate. That's what I was
Right.
thinking.
Yeah, they do make a ones of those as
But
well.
regardless, yours will be roughly here, then locked on the corners or whatever. So you
Yep.
can't get them off the truck.
Yeah,
You
or
might
if
be-
you do, it'll just dangle there.
Yeah, you might
but
be
at
able
least
to
I still
slide,
have my shit.
Like you could
yeah.
slide the mount out a little bit, but you won't be able to get it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
Yep.
enough.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Then, well, I guess you'll still have to lock the lids because
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
You still have to, but
Yeah.
it's better.
Yeah.
They can't steal the whole thing.
Yeah. The
mean-
box alone is worth almost as much as
I
the
was just
tools
about to
in
say, them
it, so-
fucking boxes are fucking expensive.
They're proud of them.
They're
Oh, yeah.
nice though, but
They are kind of nice, but still.
Yeah, so Saturday, I don't know what I did all day except for I have these pictures that
you have a couple
says I
pictures
went
that-
out and looked at, like, I measured all my boxes to figure out what I need.
Right.
And I have one small box
the fuck's
in the
all
Jeep.
in there?
That's all the wiring
bumper
and shit off
harness.
of my,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
off
See
my
from
truck.
Andy's amazing handwriting.
Boom, boom.
It looks like Bummer,
Bummer.
HRNESS.
Harness.
Harness.
Bumper harness. Oh, there's something else over here. It just says bumper harness over there.
Yeah,
but-
more shit.
So this is one of your This is your top.
That's
side
that's
box.
that's the flip out lid box, and then I have two doors as
Yeah,
well.
and this is probably one
That's
of your door
the front
ones.
door. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I just want to double check, see, like, this thing will not fit in any
No.
compartment that I have.
No,
it's just too
definitely
big.
That's what
But I took all these measurements just to kind of like, oh, like, let's look and see, like, ideally, I have another picture. I should have sent you the one that, like,
Yeah, it's all
I was doing it at work on probably the Friday before.
sure.
I, like, just traced out, like, where, because, like, there's sections of socket sets. There's, like, a 1/2 inch row here, a 1/4 inch row here, like, all the
how
ratchets
to
are,
like condense everything.
yeah, so I'm going
down.
to cut the blow in, or the,
The
is it blow in?
rotomold case.
Yeah, blow mold case, and then set those in a pack out, and then just put
gotcha.
foam on top of it. That way, they're all hunkered down
They're still,
inside the.
they're
pack
still
out.
in the plastic organizer. Built
Yes,
in
that
the
way
tool case.
I'll know if I'm losing a socket. They're not just loose in a tool roll or something
Yeah.
like that.
I'd be curious to see how this holds up if you cut it apart.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much. But that's why
honestly-
that's why I put tons of foam in
What
there.
I say, what I might do is you cut it apart, like take your socket section,
Yeah.
and try to fill underneath the sockets with like spray foam.
That's what
that
I
yes, I was going to
I
spray
was
foam the
just
bottom of
gonna
it
say
too,
that.
and then also do foam on top. That way
Before
it's
you
all
even
tight.
cut
Or
it, I
actually,
would just
yeah.
drill small holes and then fill it. Like
That
you know,
actually
you
might
do
be-
a cooler.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
that way
yeah.
the pressure pushes it, out.
evenly
Yes.
fills it, and then you
Yes.
well you cut it
And
through
then
the
you
foam
cut
then,
it.
But
I
Yeah,
got
who
you. I
cares?
got you.
yeah, well,
You
it's
could honestly
stinky.
cut through this shit with a
Yeah.
fucking.
But ideally,
hard
I'm just
knife.
gonna try to.
oscillating multi-tool.
I have one. now,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
it's true.
honestly what I'd cut this with probably.
Yeah, that would probably be the best.
you could really precisely like tap it.
Yeah.
Yep. But ideally, yeah, just try to put all the 1/2 inch, all of the 3/8, all
Yep.
of the 1/4 and
Yeah,
ratchets
stack
all
them
in.
up nice.
Yeah, have probably 3 boxes by the end of it, 3 maybe 4,
Sure.
but like try to get 225 sockets into pack outs that I don't have to then go out and spend $300 on pack outs.
Because what you don't
pack out
want to do is
tools.
put them in a like container that you don't know if
Yes.
anything's missing.
Exactly.
That's
yeah,
the
I would.
problem.
Yeah, and like I looked and looked and looked and looked for like socket organizers that one would last rolling around in a pickup
Yeah.
truck or something.
Yeah.
Like they're only really for like your at-home toolbox in the
Yeah,
shop.
they're stand-up mounts, or sometimes they
do
latch,
make
but
they
not
do
great.
make a magnetic base.
Ooh.
Or it's a magnetic socket holder, and there's on the one side is a deep well side, the other side is a short well side. So you can have both of those on one strip for like a 1/2 inch, a 3/8, and a
Yeah.
1/4.
Sure.
A kit of those 3 organizers was $80.
Jeez.
That's
So I'm like,
not insane.
I'm like, or I can
but-
just cut apart this blow mold and have $80 in pack outs and be done, because I
And-
still have to buy the pack outs anyway.
And God forbid you cut it apart and it fucks it all up. You were
Yeah.
going to spend the money either way.
yeah, exactly. I
you
can
know-
do something later.
I would do
so,
this
yeah.
as a first rent.
Yeah, because I need to buy the
test.
pack outs, and I don't mind, chucking them full of
Yeah.
this blow molded whatever
gives a
bullshit.
Yeah.
shit.
If,
Well,
if it doesn't work, you just chuck
exactly.
them in bags or something
Yeah.
for now.
At the end of the day, who gives a fuck?
Like-
You're already gonna cut this thing apart anyway.
Yeah.
If it fails, it fails.
You could take like the bank style like money zip up bags.
Yes.
And just write 1/2 inch on there. Throw
Yeah.
all your shit in there for right now.
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
If this fails
Yeah.
horribly.
Right.
you know,
I could do fucking Ziploc bags is what I'll probably do.
Well,
honestly,
yeah,
but
it's like I have a tool roll in my in the red truck, and it's like it's fine. But if you're looking for a socket, you're like,
yeah, no,
well,
and
it's
I
one of the
love this
smaller
case
ones.
because I got every single size.
Yeah.
It's
And
it's
very
laid out.
well priced. Like the ratchets are fine toothed. They work well. Like
And-
I love this socket set. I just wish it was packaged a little bit differently to fit in my truck.
And Pittsburgh is lifetime warranty on hand tools.
Yeah.
So even if you break one in half, you're like, give me a new one. They're like,
Yeah.
bring the whole case in. You're like, I really can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Wheels,
You just bring it in
200
chunks.
pounds worth of fucking pack outs.
You're
like,
Here you go. Have fun.
Yeah.
Hot gluing it back together. You're like, here's my case.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the very worst, you ruin this case that wasn't worth much anyway.
But ideally, and I have I'll be able to mount all these pack outs in the Jeep on the pack outs that are already there.
Yeah.
In my truck, they'll just ride loose in the cabinet or in the doors.
Right.
And I'll have my big pack out outside up on top of the bed.
I mean, hell, did we ever talk about the mobile camera rigs?
Oh, yeah.
thingamajig
That's
that-
where we talked about it. Was on the episode. It was just
Yeah.
you and me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we
I
decided.
think
like,
I remember listening to it.
Yeah.
So I either listened to that episode.
we
or
were gonna
talked
have-
it
about
was originally going to be just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want to see what this is about. And then Marcus here's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Swipe off.
But it was gonna have
We never talked about the full config. I don't think.
it basically it was gonna be a wheeled setup
Wheels.
of Milwaukee pack outs.
Yeah.
The bottom section was going to be a
Battery
a
bank.
drawer cabinet where the lid like comes up the side with a big ass battery
Yes.
bank in there.
and then that way we could feed power into the top cabinet, which was going to have chargers, like phone chargers,
Yeah.
GoPro charger, 360 charger. It was going to have the radio charger along with
Yeah.
a mobile stationed radio. So we could have like an entire command station
Yeah, like
basically
a-
wheeled out and set up.
A static
And
for
the-
like
yeah.
GMRS or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can
Yep.
talk miles
Yeah.
pretty
And
easily.
then we'd have I think
Just
we had-
camera drawers.
We had a
and- yeah.
2-drawer and a 3-drawer, so
Yeah.
you know we could fit the drone and the 360 and
yeah, we had it all
you know
spec'd
the
out.
GoPros and all. You know,
Yeah.
basically we could instead
Yeah,
of
fuck, this
having
was probably 9 months
This
ago.
This has
was
been
a
a
while
while.
ago.
I was seeing if I had like a picture.
it
of
was
our
like
setup
last
stacked
winter,
up,
I
but-
think.
Yeah.
But like we
No, it
could
was during the year.
basically have one rollable thing where all of our camera gear would fit in instead of the 12 different fucking bags we
Yeah.
have
It'll-
and everything.
It was 7 months ago. I guess it has been a hot minute.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
yeah,
it was only going to cost us like what $600 in pack out.
in just empty cases.
Yeah.
It's
Not
that's the
to
problem.
mention
Is
the
it's-
foam that we had to
Luckily,
add
the
in
single,
and
the single
electrical
case
and-
or like the single row pack outs are fairly cheap. They're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
20 or 30 bucks a piece.
yeah, they're not like gouging you. They are still a lot though.
Yeah, for plastic and hinges. Fuck.
9.
But yeah. So yeah, Saturday apparently all I did was look at that. I think I went out and bought like the stuff for the oil change for the Jeep because I was dropping the pan and whatnot. But yeah, Saturday rolls around or Sunday rolls around and I go out there. Me and my uncle get there at the same time. I talked to him. We were going. He was doing more framework, finishing out the upstairs, and I was like, I am going to try to figure out why my Jeep knocks. And I'm like,
Because it does.
well, it wasn't
Oil
the oil
pan.
pan necessarily.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I didn't. I've never opened up the bottom side of a Jeep 4-liter straight six, so I didn't really know what I was looking at. But it makes way more sense because that noise was way worse than just the oil pan.
It did sound awfully clunky.
Oh,
Would you like me to start scrolling through your pictures?
Yeah. What's the first one there?
spaghetti.
I believe this is the oil pan itself.
Oh, okay. So this,
The fuck?
you can zoom in on it maybe a
yeah,
little
like
bit.
this powder.
You want to guess what that is?
Condensation would be
No.
too simple.
No.
It's burnt on there.
It's-
burnt keyword.
It's burnt on there.
Yeah, it's a straight six, so the header's on one side, so that's the header side.
It's boiling
It's
the
gotten
paint.
so it fucking charred
Yeah.
the oil onto the side
So
of the
the
oil
headers heat soaked the fucking oil pan
so much so that it
started
burnt the
peeling
oil.
paint.
The oil
it burnt the
smoked.
oil onto the fucking pan.
That's not good.
You have been.
I
kinda
may
hard on
have
this.
hit the Revy a couple of times, or I don't know.
You understand your header was probably glowing. at
Oh,
some
it's done
point,
it
right?
multiple times. I know
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Like that's what.
So header wrap.
I don't
Fuck
give
it.
a fuck.
Are you kidding? Have you met
Fuck
him?
no.
Scrape the paint off. It's
You'll
fine.
love this. You'll love this.
It's
whole
constantly oiled. You don't need paint on the inside.
Exactly. The oil pan was in really good shape. There was no metal in the bottom of it.
Thank
There was
God.
no sludge. The
saying,
inside
it
of this
looks-
motor was actually very good.
It does look pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah. I'm like looking at the bottom of the bottom of the pistons are also kind of have a char to them because they've also been very hot.
The carbon buildup.
yeah, it's
But
just
like
carbon
look at
buildup.
every fucking because you can see the camshaft, you can see the crank, all the bearings. I sent a video to Brian because I was a little worried,
A little
but
scared, but
eventually
it's fine.
realized that I have nothing to worry
I
about.
talked you out of it. It's fine.
And I was like, oh yeah, duh, that makes total sense. But looking through it, I'm like, no, like this motor is in very, very, very good shape according to the insides of
From
kinda
what you
it
can
looks like.
physically see, there's no
Yes.
obvious wrong. So you're like, this thing's good.
Yeah. So, but I'll say when I was tearing it apart, I'm like, okay, oil pan's off. It came off super easy. I had to jack the body up a little bit to get
get it-
space
clearance.
the
cross member.
the track bar. Oh, the drive shaft and the track bar. I need just a little bit of clearance, so I just jacked up off of the crank pulley, which is. It's how the
My
Haynes
brother
manual
in
tells
Christ.
you to replace the oil pan.
I
and
think that
gasket.
manual's wrong.
And that's
No,
on,
it's
a
probably-
stock Jeep.
It's probably right.
Meanwhile, I have tons of room because it's lifted. It's got 6-inch coil
And
or
it
4.5-inch
still
coil
doesn't
springs,
fit.
and it almost would have fit, but I jacked it up, a couple inches and just made some room for
wiggled
myself
it
to
out of
work
there.
in there. Yeah,
So
but it
you-
worked out well.
So you've gotten it hot a couple of times.
Yeah, it's been hot. The next picture is the dent of the oil pan.
oil pan.
What dent? You mean this giant chunk?
It's not.
That's
It really
missing
wasn't
paint.
that bad.
It's not that deep, but it is in fact a
Well,
large
it's not actually
dent.
really missing paint. It only hit one. The oil pan only hit one thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to the next picture, you'll see what it hit.
Which we had thought it was the rod.
And it's not a windage tray either. It is
It is
whatever the fuck this thing is.
This is a girdle.
It's a girdle that goes to every single main bearing cap
Yes,
for the
that-
crankshaft.
On
is-
both sides, or is that just
No,
on
no,
one
it's
side?
straight. It's a straight six, so it goes to every
it's-
single.
No. I mean, like, is it on one?
Oh yeah,
side
no,
of the
in the
yeah.
bolt?
center.
They bolt on
So
both sides.
It's like this.
yeah. The
Huh.
main bearings have their studs with nuts, and then this is another nut to hold the
Yeah.
What is
girdle
the-
on.
This is a
Purpose of
crank
that.
girdle to
Yes.
stiffen your main bearing.
Yes, it strengthens the whole motor.
It turns it from single shear into double shear.
That makes
Yes.
sense.
Even though it's only like 3/16
Yeah,
bar,
but still, I
it
mean,
adds
strength
a,
is
It's
strength.
fucking strong. I fucking promise you that.
adds
You'll
a
see. You will
ton of
see that it
strength.
is strong.
no.
But there's a noticeable bend.
That is-
probably about.
There's a
dent.
quarter-inch
It's,
bend.
yeah, I'll
in
say
it.
it's inching. It's closer to a half inch than a quarter. I bet.
I say from the picture.
This
it's-
picture's not great. I think there's one more that shows it
I can
bent.
scroll in the next one. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
brother.
fucking bend. It's
You-
a good fucking
brother.
bend.
You took a chunk out of that.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it didn't break. There was no like stretch marks. Like the steel was about ready to crack. It was fine. The rod.
I
Was
saw
hitting
this
it.
at first, and I'm like, is that
No,
a crack?
that is just
that's
a
like a
casting
stamping
yeah.
mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where it was fucking plasma cut out. Basically, but damn.
But the bottom of the rod, I think, is the next picture,
Yeah,
which you
that
can see
looks-
there's a little bit of wear.
That looks
can see a
pretty
little bit
Yeah,
up
you can see it
here.
from there. Yeah, I think
the
I do
top.
have another picture of this either way.
yeah, you probably do.
Just weight
Just
savings.
it's just a little like there was no metal shavings anywhere. It was pretty okay. That's just kind of another picture.
yeah,
of
it's
it, I
another,
guess,
you can see
yeah.
the top.
Oh
of
yeah, that's
how
what it
it's
was. You can see
ground
the
in.
wear. Yeah, the wear from it, which is fine.
The fact that it was only lightly touching is pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
I knew it. I knew. I didn't know it was the girdle. I thought it was still the pan or like the windage tray. It turns out there's no windage tray.
The
but
pan made a lot of sense until it's like, oh yeah, there's probably a crank girdle on it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
I
Can you
would've-
zoom in on that? Like there's
On
there's
what? The rod or the
girdle.
Girdle.
yeah, it
There's-
hit it. It hit it probably about 100,000 times.
Yeah,
because
it-
I drove it
There's a little
fucking
wear.
multiple miles like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like here's where it hit the first time, and then when you back off the ledge again and dented it more, there's the second time.
A little bit.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah, all
I
in
mean,
all,
it's
like it didn't look the whole inside of this motor. I'm genuinely impressed how clean it is, and
little fucked
how
up.
it looks.
it is a little fucked up, but I mean, nothing looks bad other than the obvious.
Yeah, but so my uncle was there, and I was kind of like showing and explaining to him what happened. He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember seeing that video, whatever." And he's
Wow,
like,
he watches?
"We're looking at it."
No,
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 I on
sent it.
Instagram.
Oh,
And he's like,
he
"Oh."
loves Instagram.
He does love Instagram, but he's like, okay, and he's like, "Why don't you just put angle iron underneath of it and you like C clamp it down and straighten it?" I'm like, "That's a good fucking idea."
And that was your original plan, was to straighten the oil pan.
Yeah,
You know how
ju-
pissed you would have been if you straightened the oil pan and it's still knocking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You would have
fuck, that would have been
you
funny
would have
as
kept
hell.
pulling and kept pulling. You're like, I swear it can't be.
Yeah,
hitting.
how is it hitting? Yeah, no, yeah, yeah.
I guess it's good that you took it off anyway.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted you to take it off anyway because I just didn't want you to boil your fucking oil.
Fine. It's got plenty of oil. It's a
But
Jeep.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, let's put a fucking C clamp on it. Like basically, so the bottom of the girdle is perfectly flat. So it's just I used spacers, the tabs that you cut actually for the anti-wrap bar cross member
Yeah.
Like some of those that you cut, they're just 1/4 inch spacers. So I did a 1/2 inch worth of spacers. That way
You
I
have
can
room
go
to flex
further
it.
than it needs to with a
Which you're
C-clamp.
gonna have to bend it back.
To
Yeah.
straighten something, you have to bend it further than straighten
Yes.
and let it spring back.
Yes.
Because steel springs.
Yeah, turns out when you have bearings on both sides of a bend, it makes it ridiculously strong.
When you have the cast block basically holding the spacing.
That
Yeah.
looks like it was a motherfucker.
Well, the next picture you'll see.
that's
Oh,
more
that's
the
the bottom of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Zooming on that
Rod.
just because.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rod.
Just a little bit of it's. Hey, it works.
Hey, it cleaned all your carbon buildup off.
you can
little
see
bit.
that the angle iron. It's thin
Good
angle iron,
Lord.
but
But
You were
still,
also bending
it
that.
bent the angle iron.
To be fair, this is definitely thicker than your angle
Oh
iron.
yeah.
Oh,
Big
yeah, yeah.
time.
Now that you look at it, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew it was, but I'm like, it should go
Let me
at some
guess.
point.
You should have taken one of these.
Did you have to put
and
like
put
a
it right
fucking
here.
cheater bar on there to fucking?
You'll never guess what I put on
Oh,
here to straighten this.
I will because I already saw it.
I'm
Yeah.
more concerned about how tight you had.
Oh,
to
I
tight
destroyed that
clamp.
C-clamp.
The
Oh, I'm
fact
sure you
it was
did.
my uncle's C-clamp because he has a service truck, and he's like, "Oh yeah, here." I'm like, "Hey, I owe you a C-clamp."
Oh, I'm not- these
and I'm
pictures
like,
aren't
and
up.
also it's
Oh,
still
no.
not straight. So
Yeah, I didn't have the pictures up.
Oh,
damn
yeah.
it. Anyway,
yeah, it's an Irwin C-clamp. It's like a 3-inch C-clamp. I literally broke it trying to fucking straighten this. I'm like,
Yeah,
all
'cause
right.
they're
What else do we have? I'm like, one, I need stronger angle iron, so I had to go out and find a chunk of angle iron. I'm like,
big,
okay, I
heavy-
also need a bigger
because you
something.
had that like
Yeah.
3x3x1/4 angle laying around that we used for like some random pieces.
Yes,
But
that
those
is
are
what I
pretty
ended up
thick.
using. I had
Those-
to cut a piece to make it fit, but yeah.
those Irwin C
Clamps.
clamps are cast
Yeah.
bodies.
I didn't
Yeah.
break the cast. I broke the threaded rod, actually.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it bent the shit out of it. I'm
I'm
like,
sure
yeah,
it did.
whatever.
At a certain point, the threads just can't do it.
But yeah, so I used the 1/4 inch.
Well, you're doing. I don't know if I would consider that screw tool steel, but harder steel.
very
than-
hard and
than-
much thicker.
than fucking
and also like
cast
essentially
iron.
reinforced because of the main it
Yeah.
being bolted to the main rod.
But yeah,
Their
that,
main cast.
A lot
I'm
of
sure
tension.
you
Yeah.
stripped the fucking threading out of the cast iron.
yeah, it just bent it all
Bound
fucking yeah.
So you took the torch to it and heated this piece up.
I was
right?
using the map gas torch, yes.
giving it just a little bit. You're
I'm like, come on,
"Please."
do something,
Do
and it
something
didn't.
cool.
Come on, do
It went
something.
like you can see from this picture, it did go a little bit.
Oh yeah, it moved
It is
a little.
better.
It's about half-ish, but I'm like,
Time
but
to
this
get the
was
pry
like
bar
I was
out.
using a wrench on the end of the C-clamp to try to really crank on it, and I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I kind of knew I was gonna fuck it up.
Okay,
but
hear me out.
Hmm.
You put a piece on top of this and just crank the motor over.
I thought about moving the motor and then
Yeah.
using a big like my 6-foot pry bar and just
Press off of it.
trying to fucking push up on it and yeah.
Ugh.
You just
I'm
gotta,
like,
you'd have to fire it off. to
No,
enough
like I
torque.
said, like
I don't know
Marcus,
about that.
do you have any idea what I actually used? It was in the same configuration. Do you have any idea what I would have used to
What you
straighten this?
used to turn
to eventually
No.
pinch these two together and bend it straight.
The clamp is gone. This
Clamp is gone. It is. I
How
used something
else?
to clamp it together and pinch it together in almost the same fashion that this was. Any idea?
because my original guess, if I hadn't seen the picture, my guess
Yeah.
would have been ball joint press.
Yes,
Those
I
are-
just don't have one.
Yeah.
those are way bigger, way more threads. Like,
Yes. I
they're
really
very
I need to
fine.
buy one anyway, but yeah, that would
You
have been
should buy
nice.
the Icon
Yes,
Super
I
multi
need to.
kit.
I do need to.
I've heard really
I
good
really
things about
don't
it.
know what else you'd kind of use.
It's you wouldn't expect it either.
Well, go ahead, because I like
Go ahead
out
and
of the
click it.
box thinking.
Next picture, here we go.
Do you know what this is, Marcus?
I don't know.
This
what
is a
that-
coil spring compressor.
Oh fuck! It is. I mean,
coil
shit. I mean, that's. I mean, you got to think about that when you're trying to compress fucking coils. I mean, that's a lot
they
of fucking force.
they have two little hook fingers,
Huh.
so I hooked it. It's the coil spring compressor is
Did
at
it
an
work?
angle now. Yes, it's at
It's
an
not
angle.
just a coil spring
It's at
puller.
angle. It's hooked on essentially that
It's
girdle.
like- it's hooked on
and
the
then
bottom
hooked
of
on
the angle.
It's
bottom of the
also
angle.
a girdle bender now.
And I had a 1/2-inch ratchet with the 19mm whatever
Just
because
fucking
it's got a
send it.
socket. That's
Because these
that's-
have threads on it.
Yeah,
or
in
there's
my
a-
in my head, yeah, there's a nut on it, so you
hex
can
end.
you can either impact it or I did a ratchet. Just I was like, might as well use a ratchet.
One thing you didn't do is coat this with like PV blaster.
Oh yeah,
I do that from now on.
yeah.
Fair.
it was I would rather be fighting the threads than the like breaking this.
Yes, but that makes the threads turn easier, which makes it work better.
I was more interested to. I thought this was going to slip off immediately. So the fact
Oh,
that
yeah.
it even worked, I'm like, okay, it had enough grip. We were fine. It worked.
Fair.
I thought I was going to break the ears off. These are like $20 or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like, if
not
I break it, I
overly-
don't really care.
But
Oh.
still.
But yeah, if you can zoom in on it, I don't know. It did indeed straighten this.
You can see marks from it like bending into this, but this looks straighter from what I can see.
It is straight. It's not perfectly straight because I was only technically pulling on the one side of
half
it,
of it
so
or
it's a
whatever.
little cockeyed.
Flip it around on the other side.
But I spun the motor up, and there's tons of clearance under it. So I'm like,
Nice.
okay, it's fine. So the next picture should be of it.
So you
being
bent it
straight.
like a half of an inch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way better.
Yeah.
way better.
Like I said, you can see that it's clearly not straight, but it has clearance, and I don't care.
No, it looks way better.
So
Fuck it.
started it up, and it was fucking buttery quiet. Just
With the oil pan off still.
yeah.
You're like, oh no.
Oh.
Hey, did you put oil in this? Oh no. Turns it off.
But yeah,
God
so
damn.
it's
Okay.
straight enough.
Fuck it.
It's straight enough for when I grenade this motor and a piston flies out the block, and I don't fucking care.
It is in
Like,
fact good enough.
yeah.
Damn.
So I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten that out with a body puller from the
No,
bottom
I would
side.
not.
No.
I would not have done that.
Nope.
no.
Good lord.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Realized I didn't buy an oil pan gasket, so as I was laying under there taking it apart, I'm like, I'm gonna call them. No, I'm like, I'm gonna call them right. I'm gonna call O'Reilly's right now and order one. They had one in stock. I'm like, beautiful.
You're like, hell yeah, I'll come get it.
Yeah, went and picked it up that day. I was like, if I'm ambitious, I finished this at I left here at 4 o'clock. If I'm ambitious, I can go home. Run to I need to go to Menards and O'Reilly's, a bunch of other stuff. I'm like, if I'm ambitious, I can come back here at 7 o'clock, 7:30.
Slap this back on
Slap
and
the
be
oil
done.
pan in and just be done. I'm like, you know what?
Instead of having to
No.
come back in the morning.
yeah.
Well, no, this was Sunday, so
that's
get to
true.
it during the week. I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up just getting it done, and then my uncle was upstairs busy framing. He got a lot done too. So,
What did
But
he
yeah.
get done? Let's see the picture.
well, I'll
also-
say, is there any
also,
more pictures of
that's
this?
the last picture
Yeah, that
of
was just
that.
the clearance picture. There's
Yep.
there's now a 1/4 inch clearance from the girdle to the
Plenty.
bottom of the piston. I'm like, perfect,
Plenty
we're
of
good.
clearance.
But yeah, while I was doing
Upstairs?
this, my uncle was upstairs, and he did. I don't know. He was there from 9 to
Oh,
3.
hey, wow.
Yeah, we'll go through pictures.
Yeah, so this is the
Your shitter
half
finally
wall.
got framed in.
Yeah, the stairs are on the other end of the room. They're down
Yes.
here. At the
Yeah, this
end.
is going to be the bedroom side essentially. But
Right.
the half wall splitting apart the bedroom and kitchen is done. We are going to use a 4-inch square tube that'll go through the floor to connect to the
Up to the ceiling
floor, like
rafter?
the trusses
Yeah.
to the actual trusses of the ceiling.
Right.
That way it's because the bathroom is connecting the floor to the ceiling on the one end, but there's nothing
You're
connecting.
talking about the half wall side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to go on the very end of the half wall out just kind of by itself.
As a weighted support. To
Well, yeah, because we're gonna make
disperse the
brackets coming off the square tube
Yep.
and go to the floor trusses to the ceiling trusses, and then that way this entire end is now supported by also the roof. So when I put my bed and a computer desk and the kitchen island or the kitchen,
you're
there's a lot of
properly
stuff.
dispersing the weight
making
onto
it all
the framing.
solid rather than
Yes.
just putting all this weight on just the floor trusses. It's tying it all in, and you're gaining way more strength.
Well, and then
Yeah.
when you think about it too, so as you go to your bathroom, that entire wall,
that is doing what this 4-inch square tube is
whatever
going to do.
exactly, whatever weight you're putting on that floor is going to pull down on that wall, which is
Yes.
of course
Pulling
going
on
to
the
pull
roof.
Now
on the
connected to the ceiling
trusses,
and trusses,
which is
yes.
now going to pull and
the ground,
disperse weight
essentially.
onto your walls, which is
Yes.
onto your footers. So you're
Correct.
dispersing all of the weight.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
so
what he's
that
doing
was
on this half.
since the other half of the room is done by it's naturally doing that by the framing of
Plus
the
the
bathroom.
staircase is over there. Plus, yeah.
Now,
Yep.
but the bedroom side where my bed and everything is, it's like, yeah, it would be nice to do something here.
Yeah,
and
you're
instead of framing out a doorway and cutting off a space, I'm like, how about we just do a 4-inch square tube? I can grinder mark it up and then clear coat it. That way it looks kind of nice or something.
I would probably just paint it.
Just something.
I would just
Fuck it, powder coat that bitch.
Herculiner black.
well, there's also
Don't
there's
tempt
but there's going to be nothing. It's just going to be a countertop and paint. There's nothing to stand out. I'm like, well, if you kind of make the tube look nice-ish.
Yeah, I'm
some
really-
But
way.
it's magnetic. You could put little magnets.
You could
and shit
wrap
on there.
it, okay?
Ooh, there you go.
Fuck that.
Fucking bright blue.
But yeah, just kind of as an accent, just accent piece,
Oh,
something,
and then at
it's gonna look
Christmas, you could wrap fucking Christmas
tinsel.
tree
Well, no,
lights
because it's going to
and
be up
shit.
against the half wall.
Well,
too.
yeah, but still.
yeah.
But you could do a round post and it's multifunction and, just,
Yeah.
we got
Oh,
options.
yeah.
We got options
I
out
feel
here.
you,
Just,
I
you
feel
know,
Fuck
you.
that. If you're going to do round post, might as well just do fucking square tubing. Then that way you get
No,
some
he's doing
flat
square
sides.
tubing.
Oh.
Yeah, I am doing square tubing.
But I'm saying you
Marcus
take a round-
Brian wants a round tube for other activities.
But a rotator base.
Yeah, what else rotates around round tubes, Marcus?
Marcus?
Yeah.
Those
So,
bearings.
yeah. So anyway,
Call her
yeah,
lazy
that's
Susan.
the plan. That's the plan to finish this off. He also framed out the bump out. I'll call it. It goes
So go to
into
the
the
next-
wall to
Your
the
little
fridge.
closet space.
So this is my mini fridge bump out.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I didn't want to use any more of the floor space to put a full size fridge. I'm
So it's
like, I have a
basically the
full
same-
size fridge in the basement.
It's basically
or in
the same
garage
fridge
area.
that I have up here.
Yes,
isn't it? Like,
almost identical. Yeah.
yeah.
Sell
you this one.
But yeah, so be able to put that in there and use it
Saves
for what I need.
Save floor space.
Yeah,
Is really the
and then that's what we
end
also
goal.
were doing with this. This is the bump out of the. It'll be the first two on the left are going to be coats, which I can also fit like boots and shoes underneath of it.
down below.
Yeah.
The third one we had to. The way that the original trusses were, because we
We're
had to
so
build a temporary
fucked.
wall. We had to build a temporary wall because none of the trusses were square and level and straight.
A false wall, not
A false,
temporary.
false wall. Yeah, sorry.
It's permanent, but it's just
Yeah. Just to get to be able
Square.
to have square walls that we can make sure
Because
we hit with drywall screws when we drywall it all up and
The
everything.
boards from the floor trusses to the roof truss didn't need to be straight perfectly.
Yeah.
Because it's just supporting the floor from
It's
the roof.
structural.
Yeah, it was never. This
not-
was never meant to be like a
Yeah.
finished building, but it would have been nicer if they were straighter. So we had to build a false wall to
Yeah.
make it all straight, to make the drywall look good, and just make everything else be
You just
easy.
had a little
For being-
2x4 bump out. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, for being eyeballed, they're straight, but they're not straight.
Yeah.
The one side of the building is way better than the other.
You
He
can tell
actually
which-
tried on one side. and then he just
Motherfucker who
didn't
made
care.
it.
You could tell
had
one of
ears
those-
like this.
Yeah.
One of those was before lunch and drinks.
Yes.
One of them was
Yes.
after drinks at lunch, She's like, yeah, it's close enough. Just get it done.
Correct.
Yeah.
They were tired.
But yeah, so the bump out that he made for this is going to be coats on the left and then shoes underneath. You could probably fit two pairs of shoes per the first two bump outs.
Pretty easily, yeah.
Then I found an organizer through Menards, which is a 6-drawer like shoe cubby that it's like
You
21
have
and
that many shoes?
and boots
But
and
if
everything.
you
But
put
it's
anything
just
in there.
everything, yeah. More so like I wanted at least one for shoes and then 2 for coats. I figured that was like, because this is my entire closet. All my sweatshirts and coats are going here.
Yeah.
And then the last one, there's a 4th cubby, but that's gonna have a door on it. That's gonna be like paper towels, vacuum,
closet.
broom,
Like your pantry storage.
essentially, yeah. Just a little like dog food, stuff like that. But yeah, the reason I was talking about the half wall, we had to pick the one that was the widest for the old trusses. So we were like, okay, we can only put the cubby in one of these, and we have to like pick one. I'm like, I don't care, like whichever one has the most room that the cubby will actually fit in. 'cause,
make
right,
it fit.
It doesn't
Yeah.
specifically matter, but yeah, you can tweak any of them late. You can move stuff from one to the other later.
Well, the cubby
but-
only fits in one of those because it's a
Yeah.
pre-made cubby from
Yeah.
Menards. So I'm like, yeah,
Right.
we kind of have to have it in whichever one it fits in.
Yeah.
So,
you don't leave a bunch of room around it
Yeah.
if you don't have to. You want a good fit. Yeah.
But yeah, so very happy with how this turned out.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, just trying to make the most of the not using the floor space and making it feel bigger, essentially.
Yeah. You only have 400 square feet or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Any bit you can use into the wall is free. It's
Exactly.
so
yeah.
much extra.
Which ideally this is 2.5 by 2, 4, 8.
6, 8, yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's extra
however-
20, 30 square feet of just room you didn't have before.
yes, and now it's all storage, which is
Yeah.
nice. So,
Yeah, storage is like the most crucial, especially when you have light space. Like any storage of like, oh, it's convenient because it's back in here is super awesome.
yes. Yep. So, yeah, very
So
happy
that was
with
your
how that turned out.
Sunday?
Sunday, yes. Which I ended up eventually having a rain day on Tuesday, which was pretty nice because I ended up getting a lot of stuff done, including, I'll say, this one video of the Jeep. This was me servicing the Jeep. This
doing
is from
what
the
to
rear
it?
end. This is the second official flush of the rear end, and it's awfully shiny
Have you
still.
flushed it since the trip? Or is this
This is the first flush since the trip.
because
yes.
you filled it, drove it around once, flushed it, filled it, then we were
yeah,
on the trip.
then it was the trip. So this is
Okay.
the second flush the rear end's ever had, and it is still awfully shiny. You can see it right there, actually.
It's pretty thick too.
Yes, it is still good 80, 90. And
It's
it's
got
cold.
it's got a lot of shimmer in
That's
it.
also got like motor oil in it and shit. But
It
yeah, you
looks
can
like
see
you're
it. Those
fucking
are not
ice
air
fishing.
bubbles.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's all still just shiny. So
Yeah, that
that's-
shit looks like you were ice fishing.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like right there, that looks like, lake water.
Yeah, it doesn't look the greatest. It's got metal flake, It's
Yeah, there's no chunks. It's
It's
just
fine.
the shimmer that
It's-
was from the original
Yep.
Gov-Lock fucking
Yep.
explosion.
It's
It's
just-
just in
it's just
every square
cleaning
inch of it.
itself out.
And you would have to what's it called? A bath, like the engines.
hot tank.
Hot
Yeah,
tank. You would
hot
have to
tank
hot
it.
tank this housing
And if we're
to
gonna
get all the
hot-
shit off.
If we're gonna hot tank it, we'll just chrome dip it too.
Yeah.
It comes out as polished chrome.
That would be sick. But
so for the worst 14-volt ever.
yeah, pretty much.
For, like all your threads are even worse now.
Oh
like,
God, yeah.
maybe not.
But yeah, so gonna be flushing that. I have a 5-gallon bucket of 80/90, so I will be doing many.
Did you pop the cover and look in there, or just flush?
Just flush it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine.
It'll be fine for one more trip before I actually go through and torque everything.
I would just be curious to see what things look like in there, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Fuck.
right.
Next time
Ideally,
you,
it only has the one,
well-
like 1.5, not even 1.5 days.
fuck it.
Right, but it's like
So
Next time
your
you
bearings
flush
are
it,
settled. Like you'd
Yeah.
at least like to like, did the bearings loosen up because they're on adjusters?
Yeah.
So it's like, were they tight enough, or was it just gunk in the threads?
next time you
Yeah,
flush it, just leave the drain plug out and shove an inspection camera in there.
He doesn't have one.
I do. No, I do.
Oh, you do?
Michael
It
has
might
one.
be a little bit too big. Because it
Make
doesn't fit
fit.
down a spark plug hole, so it might not fit through the drain
Yeah, it
plug hole.
probably
But
won't. It'd be close.
it would be closer, but I'm not sure.
Make it fit.
Just unbolt the pin. You just take it out. It's free. You could just take everything
This
off
is
of it.
true. Yeah.
Start taking bolts out of stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, so I will be flushing the rear end quite a bit.
Many a times. I
Yeah.
say that could be all old gunk from the last time it exploded.
No, it is.
There's a little bit
100% sure this is not from.
There's a little
the
bit
new
from
shit we
breaking a
installed.
new like the surface of the bearing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
shit,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, it grenaded
that
itself
much.
last time, so
Yeah.
like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
still
It was-
working.
I'm curious
on
how the
cleaning
next
out.
flush is going to be. Especially, I got to road drive this.
Yeah.
So I road drove it. I've cruised it. The dash said 62. I was actually doing 55 mile an hour.
Oh, so you're actually overgeared, which is actually
yes.
awesome.
But yeah, it worked. Like it cruised in overdrive fine, and it was. Okay.
But again, like at least there's not chunks coming out.
Yeah,
It's
there was no
it-
chunks.
It's glitter.
Yes.
At
And it's
that
still
point,
quiet.
yeah,
Yes.
that is not.
well,
gonna,
doing 60 mile or 55 mile an hour, I can't hear. It's so fucking loud. in
Well,
there.
everything in
that's
there's
tire.
Yeah.
No, that's the no insulation in
Well,
the
yeah,
cab.
that's
no
too.
insulation, no back window,
Tires at whatever air
tires.
pressure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
12-ish.
Oh yeah. They are fucking.
12.
I was gonna air them up, and I never did.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to go anywhere,
True,
but they've
yeah.
also got mounted and been sitting there, so they could be very low.
They're not bulged too bad. So
Do they bulge?
a little, yeah.
Okay.
They're not 20 years old. They
have-
are a little soft. still,
Okay,
yeah.
don't have to throw fucking shots at me.
I'm just throwing. I know what you're used to, and it's 20-year-old tires that don't bulge.
You've seen mine at 5. They do a lot.
Yeah,
of
they
things.
don't do much.
They fold in half. It's
Yeah.
like- that's
Yeah,
how you get
sitting there. They just kind of look fine, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, those actually still fold.
Yeah, like there's still
Very
5
well.
5 pounds in them.
Yeah,
But they might need more.
You know,
here.
glitter is nothing compared to fucking chunks
It's not
coming out.
shrapnel, is what
Yeah.
it's
correct.
not.
Yes,
There's no holes through the case or anything. Where it
Like
threw
I
gear
love
out.
seeing the videos of like service service mechanics like pulling the diff cover off and just fucking chunks fall out. It's like
customer states.
you're fucking.
Oh, I've
rear
pulled
end's
many a
gone.
spider gears out of fucking axles.
Hell, we pulled your Jeep axle apart years ago. There was a spider gear missing.
Yeah,
We don't know where it went. It just exploded. It
Whoops.
turned into dust.
What's even funnier is that with 3 of them in there still, I'm like, what if we just put square pieces of metal to fill the gap between
Fuck
them?
it.
We did
welded
weld
those
it.
solid, flipped it around, put another piece in on the backside of the spiders.
It worked for a while.
It worked for I think like 1.5 trips.
Yeah, it did explode again.
It
but
did explode, but it was at my buddy's house, so it wasn't like we went for a trip with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it survived a trip
With
with a
one
missing
spider
spider
gear
gear
gone.
and just
Some
it
fucking
was
around.
at that point just a ball of metal.
There's just stuff.
And then it eventually broke again at my buddy's house. But it was nice because I was like, oh, okay, now I just need to buy a fucking rear axle, which I ended up buying a whole parts Jeep because of that. So
yeah,
worked out
I've had
well.
too many parts Jeeps.
I have.
So many Jeeps.
How many Jeeps have died and gone to the grave?
2 because of him.
Yeah, 2 full
Because of
ones.
yours.
This one is its third iteration.
His 2-door, and then the entire parts Jeep then.
Yes. And then now this third one.
And probably whichever one he's bought parts off of since then.
Good lord.
Yeah, there's been a lot of the ones at the local junkyard.
I
that
guess
have
I can't
donated
say
parts.
anything because at least one car is gonna go to the junkyard because of me.
The red one?
Yeah, no,
He almost said, yeah. Almost got him.
no, the green one.
Yeah.
The red one's going too.
The donor after I finish stripping it fucking down for what it's worth.
You're stripping?
Yeah.
Maybe you need a round pole. Call you
Oh.
Lazy Susan.
Yeah, so the rest of my day, Tuesday, my rain day, I got an oil change and fuel filters done on my truck.
Which is 65 gallons of oil and 7
Uh,
filters.
13 quarts of oil.
Good
It is
lord.
with both the fuel filters and everything. I'm $450 into a service on that.
Good lord.
Yeah,
Yeah. What
Diesels
oil?
are
What oil
expensive.
do you have in there? Is it some weird oil?
5W40.
Yeah.
It's
I think-
$62 per 5 quarts.
Mm-hmm.
It is double the price of the other 2 options. There's 3 options you can do in a 6.
Is there a reason why you run that weight of oil?
It is the
It's what
It is
it's
best
spec.
for hot and low temperatures.
Gotcha.
It's spec
It's
for
it's
that.
a very good mid range for temp.
It's
Okay,
perfect
gotcha.
for both, literally.
Especially, and it mentions like if you're towing or severe duty,
Yes,
use
it is
this.
severe duty oil as opposed to the 1030, which
the
is
heavy
more,
duty.
or 1540
or
which is-
1540, which is for
Like
regular hotter temps, and
one's
then
like-
1030 is for colder temps,
or a
it's
blown up
thinner.
Subaru.
Hey,
Well, yeah.
it worked, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Kind
Not
of.
really. It got worse actually when we
Yeah,
did that.
it got a lot.
But yeah,
Worse.
so there's 3 options you can use for at least like the new 6.7
Yeah.
power strokes.
Yeah,
in the
5,
manual.
10, and 15 W40.
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, 1030 actually.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah.
like it's
It's
weird.
interesting.
Oil's oil to an extent. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter,
Yeah.
but it does.
Except for when I grabbed the old jug. So since it takes 13 quarts.
You pour waste oil in there.
Yeah.
Did you? You did not.
Okay, so before I moved, apparently I ran out of space in one of my big oil jug, which is like 30 gallon or 30. I don't even know.
Do you need a bigger container? I can get you a.
No,
bigger
I have. This
drum.
is big. This is like it'd be all of 10 gallons,
Probably
a
yeah.
single jug.
Maybe 30. Maybe
Well,
it's 30.
okay.
But I ran out
how
of-
many. How many quarts are in a gallon?
Four. It's a
So
quarter of a gallon. Believe it or not.
So 13 quarts is
It takes at least.
2.5 gallons.
2.5 fucking.
This is
gallons.
probably a
Yeah.
6-gallon jug.
Good
At least.
Lord.
At
It's
least.
6 or 7 gallons. It's a big
I mean,
fucking
compared to
jug.
a gas can, it's bigger than that. I
Oh,
think.
for sure. Oh, it's
Yeah.
huge.
Call it
but either
10.
way, I had done other. I think I did the F-150 oil change, my grandpa's.
Yep.
And then I also did my pickup truck. So I'm like, I have a fuck ton of oil.
Drop it off
and-
at the shop.
Well, my dad takes it to his work because they just recycle oil.
Yep. We just burn it.
Well, this is
Same,
a
but-
company. This is
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of gallons a year.
Yeah.
But he can sneak it in there and no one cares to dump it there. It's fine. Either way, I didn't have an empty jug to put it in, so I'm like, I'll just throw it in this jug I use to fill up my truck. But since my truck takes 13 quarts, and I only buy 5-quart jugs. I usually have a jug of an
Of
oil
2 to 3 quarts
hanging
left
around.
over.
Top off. oil.
Thought it was 2 quarts of 5W40. It was, but
Just
it was used.
Just pitched.
So I started with that one because like, I'll use this and then
Yeah.
I'll put 2 full ones in
Yep.
and then I'll just put the last quart from the brand new jug
If
and I
you
have
need
one
it.
jug with 4 quarts for the next oil change. So I only have to buy 2 jugs next time.
and you just poured it, and you're like, "That's."
I'm
black.
like, I did it without any lights. I had with lights on, but like it was dark,
Yeah.
and it was a black funnel. So I'm like, that looks dark. And I'm like, yeah. Well, you ever see the dark, like the really like
Yeah.
orangish oil,
Yep.
you know, like that really deep oil.
Like, oh,
I'm like,
it's just-
okay,
it's just a
So I
darker
did like
batch,
I did like a
yeah.
half quart. I'm like, that looks dark. Did it again. I'm like, that still looks dark. Grabbed a flashlight. I'm like, that still looks really fucking dark. And so I eventually like put some on my fingers. I'm like, ah, fuck.
You're like, I know
But at
where
that
that
point, I
came
was a quart and a half deep. I'm like, well, I might as well finish this fucking jug so I know it's exactly 2 quarts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, 2 quarts. I looked in the
Lord.
bottom of the jug. All the sediment was in it. At least.
But it's settled though.
That's good at least.
Yeah, all the sludge and junk
Yeah.
is in the bottom of the
Yeah.
jug still.
You didn't pour
not
it out into the.
Yeah, no. So it was like, it was waste oil, but it was like
was
the better,
Separated.
the better of it.
Put a coffee filter in next time.
Yeah, but then I also put 11 quarts of brand new oil in it. I'm
it ain't
like,
gonna hurt
this
it.
is fine.
You'll run it for 1,000 miles; it'll look the same anyway.
Exactly.
Like, it
Yeah,
doesn't
probably
matter.
100 miles, honestly.
It's
but-
like you could probably do another 10,000 on that oil and to be still technically fine.
Yeah, it's 11 quarts of brand new of the best oil. I'm like, it's fucking fine. I'm not.
Best
I
oil
didn't
Harvest
yeah.
King.
It's okay.
No, you spend real money on oil.
Providence brand.
Yeah, but yeah.
You
so
start buying the 5-gallon jugs. Just fucking pump it in there.
Fuck that. Just
You
buy the
overfill-
55-gallon barrels of it.
You know how much that costs?
A lot.
brother, I'm paying $62 for a fucking 5-quart jug. I don't even want to know about a fucking 55 gallon.
Thousands.
$62
Thousands.
times 10.
No, times 10 times 4.
Yeah.
It'd be 600 times, so it'd be $2,400 maybe.
Ish. It's called 20,
Ish.
2,500 for a 55-gallon barrel, and that'd give you how many oil changes?
Really
lot.
not that many, like 20.
Which, yeah, 20 oil changes at 5,000 miles a piece. That's a lot of fucking miles.
It's a lot of oil too.
The truck would die.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna search 5W40 barrel. True Guard. That's 530. That's European. Shell Rotella T6
$1,200.
5400. Or yeah, 5W40 for 1,250 bucks.
1,200? That ain't bad.
But you also need the pump and then,
So it's also synthetic.
Or
It
you
has
can-
to be synthetic.
or you get bulk storage of 520 for $1,000.
Hell yeah. IBC tote, baby.
Yeah, 300
It
gallons.
ain't gonna load.
Or 250,
It's,
whatever.
no, it's
I'm not worried about it. Anyway,
Is
but
it
But yeah.
325 or is
275.
275?
Yeah,
Yep.
and they do make different sized. IBC is just a, like intermittent storage tote or something. It's some weird.
IBC is like the form
It's
factor.
intermediate bulk container.
Yes.
That's what IBC stands for. That's the plastic jug in a metal cage.
Yes.
I've done a lot of looking into IBC totes this week. Don't ask why, it doesn't matter.
I'm
Why?
curious though.
What were you looking at?
I just said it doesn't matter.
Can I take a guess?
You could sure fucking try. But
Was it coolant for the plasma cutter table?
No.
That's a good guess.
You were close
actually.
at. Well, you were partially close. Like we don't have anywhere good to dump coolant at my parents' house.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like a 55-gallon barrel would store more than enough coolant.
Oh yeah, coolant.
Just
yeah.
coolant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oil, yeah. IBC all the way,
No,
baby.
I get mad all the time because it's fun for me to get mad. But instead, I'm like, what I need,
Yes.
what
the drain.
what I
Yes.
need is one of these guys.
Mega funnel.
This
yes.
is tote top mega funnel.
How much are these? Because that'd be fucking.
I
tits.
think I'm gonna buy one.
That is
No matter. I know how
Because there's
much.
so much shit sitting on your guys' thing
Yeah.
all the
It's
time.
There's like
disaster.
half a 55 or a quarter of a 55-gallon barrel, shitloads of funnels, the fucking Ecos totes.
it's all just kind of like Tetrised up there
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
hoping that it all drains. and
versus
shit. Oh my
like
god,
this, where you could just lay it on there
oh,
flat.
that's so nice.
Which is what got me looking into building my own oil pans
Yeah.
earlier this week.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep,
How much
yep.
are these?
And, $280 shipped to the door.
That's not that bad.
It's. I mean, I'll say shipping is fucking. It's huge.
Yeah.
Like you have to ship that in one piece.
It's $55 in shipping. but
Yeah.
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 I'm like
That's not that bad. Okay, so $200 for a product.
$300
Okay, $300 for a product that
is perfect.
you're never gonna like. That's not gonna go bad.
No,
That's gonna solve a big
Correct.
issue.
and we're gonna use it forever.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the only problem I could see to that is like dust and like.
Fuck
It gets in everything else anyway.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
put, like it gets in there right now anyway.
Yeah, it's waste oil. It doesn't have to be that
And
clean.
this is lower. It's wider. You
Yeah.
can set everything on top. Like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy one of these regardless.
That is pretty nice.
But yeah, for $280 shipped to
That's
the door.
not bad.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty nice.
it's pretty sick. And they're in like Wisconsin. I could just go get it. But
Road trip.
same $55 in shipping.
Yeah.
Would it cost you more in fuel to
Fuck,
do
not
that?
in the Fiesta.
Not in the Fiesta. It'd be. I'd make.
How would you
Yeah,
get it
you would
home
save
in the fucking
$30 in
Fiesta?
fucking fuel.
Strap it to
It
the
was South
top?
Bend.
It's
it said?
it's 4 foot by 40 inches. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there's other ones.
But there's other styles, like some of them, like, but these ones look like shit, and you can't really rest stuff on there nicely.
Not well.
There's smaller ones and bigger ones, but it's like,
Yeah, half the. That's actually half a tote size.
yeah,
there.
it's like if I was gonna do it, I get the full one, not like this. Is the
Yeah.
other one is a Denios full.
It's only $220 though.
It's kind of
It's
the same.
price point, but it doesn't have the grid on top.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I would rather have the other
Yeah,
one.
with
Yeah,
the grid.
same.
And it's just some guy in Wisconsin making them. I'm like,
And that kind of looks like just shitty injection molded.
they
is.
definitely both are, to be fair.
but like
Yeah.
I don't know, the other one looks way nicer.
Oh, it is way nicer, 100%. But I'm just
Yeah.
like, well, damn. I'm just like,
The
I was
more you know.
doing a lot of research into stuff this week. Just 'cause I'm just like, I don't remember what started it, but something pissed me off.
Oh yeah,
I
it
have to
happens.
find
I'm like, there
solution.
has to be a better way for
Yeah.
something.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Yeah, I was saying my Tuesday was finishing up the Jeep, Subaru oil change, and then truck oil and fuel.
if you had one of these to dump oil into,
It would be pretty cool.
like
I will
these
be
totes are
honest.
like $30. There's
Yeah.
a billion of them.
Oh yeah. I bought a couple of them, and they were I think $50 for two of them.
yeah, they're borderline.
They were
free.
brand new, literally made in 2024.
Yeah.
So-
IBC on Facebook. Let's
Yeah.
see, like
Yeah,
$15,
ones I
$30 free for the bladder.
Where did
$15.
I picked them up in not Winona,
Yeah, it's all the same, but
past
like-
Princeton.
Chillicothe. I've seen a guy who does a lot of
Yeah.
them.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it was Bradford actually. Duh,
Oh,
it was.
oh, yeah.
I know for a fact it was Bradford.
yeah, it's like they're
The
everywhere.
guy gets it all the time. I could probably find out who it is if you need another one.
I don't.
It was
again,
the closest and cheapest. It was either that or Morris.
It's probably this guy in Princeton. It's probably the same guy.
Maybe.
But either way, it's like same point. It's like
yeah,
I don't remember what got me started on it, but something pissed me off. I'm just like looking
yeah.
up all the things. I'm like,
that's usually how it works.
I'm like, there's got to be a better way. Now, where's my fucking infomercial to solve my problems?
Yeah.
You know?
Moreflate
I love
or
my
Snorflate.
Snorflate. The Snorflate. Want me a free air hub? I'll
Fucking hell yeah, brother.
But yeah,
Sick.
trying to think if there's anything else specifically on me.
I was
yapping
like,
about that,
you guys
but
do anything else, Marcus?
I had an interesting weekend.
I bet you
Yeah.
didn't.
So
Oh, you did.
I did.
mean, you could talk about it. Yeah.
So well, there's a picture you can show.
Making me do work during my own show.
The microphone just shocked me. Oh my
Static
Quit
buildup,
being a
baby.
Oh, I'm petting my dog with my foot. That's what did
Static
it.
buildup,
Son of a
baby.
bitch.
Okay, what is this?
Oh, I saw this. This is a trippy fucking picture, by the way.
You can zoom it. Oh, I guess you kind of can't.
On what?
So
I can zoom in on anything.
Well, I did a 360 video of.
Hey, there's you guys out there.
Hey,
Wow.
wow.
Random stranger. Wow.
So we had a
Shed
trade
convention.
show convention in Peoria at Civic Center,
Mm-hmm.
and we brought one of our new manufacturers down there.
This looks
one
nice.
of his sheds.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
and had a real fun time with the Amish
Beefy.
because
Oh yeah, they came down.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Landon, who's our newer, because we do 2 brands now for the sheds.
Okay.
We do Everlast and Elite, and Elite is our new guy.
Oh, okay.
And
who
Everlast is
does
the
that.
Amish built one.
They're
Or they
both Amish
okay.
built.
I was trying
But
to, yeah.
Landon, who does Elite, is our new guy, and not like they're gonna fucking watch this, I guess.
Yeah, you
We
got
can
that
just
right.
send it to him.
long story short, so
Send him
He
what?
loves-
Send a carrier pigeon. Send a send an old iPod with just this video clip on it. Like, here you go, buddy. You
They-
can watch it.
they
The
have
battery dies by the
email.
time it gets there.
they
How
have,
do they have email?
because
they
two
can't,
of
because-
them are Mennonite and who do
Ah,
all the
yeah.
who all the shit.
The email just goes right to a printer and prints it out. You have to read it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time when my mom
You
talks
just
to
send
like
them
the,
fax.
when my mom talks to the Everlast guy, she sends a fax.
Let's go.
And then they just send an email copy back with one of their handwriting on there.
Keeping
And that's
big
how
facts
they
in business.
fucking-
Let's fucking go.
That's how they
sick.
talk.
Because they just put it on the scanner and
Yes.
just hit the phone number or whatever
Yep.
and send it
Yep.
back.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
But
that's sick.
long
That's
story
sick as
short,
fuck. He loves saying
one of our
long story short.
manufacturers really pissed my mom off. And like we've all met my mother to some degree, and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's totally fine until you fucking piss her off.
Which Marcus does all
I
the
do
time.
all the time.
But he does it for
Basically-
fun.
Yeah,
There's a
But she can't get
difference.
rid of you.
Yeah.
Well, she can
legally.
try.
Legally.
I brought
But-
you into this world. I'll take you out of it.
So we got a new manufacturer in. He's really fucking cool. Listens to us quite a bit with some of our ideas of.
Oh, I thought you meant the
this,
podcast.
that.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
this is-
God, no.
No.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
No, Landon's fucking cool. We
Can
were
you yap for more in a second? I'm gonna go pee.
Sure.
Okay.
yeah, we were kind of bullshitting for a while of just like this, that, and everything else, and like there was. I think it was like roofing guys who were like next to us, but they did like roofing and porches.
Yeah, this is a whole trade show. So there's
Yeah.
everything.
There
under
was,
the sun.
which I forgot to bring it. I got you a Bobcat koozie because they had skidders
Oh,
there,
is
and
it
I was
like
like,
a foam like shaped in the skid steer, or just like a Bobcat
no,
brand?
No,
Okay.
it's a regular koozie. But
I didn't
it's
know
got
if
the
it looked
Bobcat
like a little
logo
skid
on there.
steer,
No.
and it was just like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've seen them before. Like
But
they
they
just
had
like, they're the
Bobcat
shape of
and
something.
Kubota there, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
Skidder! Let's see how long Andy takes to break the fucking windshield."
I have ran a
weeks.
couple of Bobcats. I have not broken a windshield in a Bobcat.
Damn.
Mostly cats.
Gonna have to get you there.
Yeah, one of these days.
But yeah, there was a bunch of people around, and it was kind of funny because it was like Elite Seamless Gutter,
Yeah,
who is across from us. So every person that walked past,
He doesn't
hey
have
guys,
a real business.
Hey, no, that's a cover up for something.
It's a story for another time.
But
Yeah.
the guys across the aisle were, hey, how's it going? Is there anything I can do for you? And like Landon would walk up and just kind of roll his eyes, and it's like, yeah, I fucking hate talking to people like that.
Doing the Ron
like-
Swanson, I know
like-
more than you.
Like if somebody's gonna,
I mean, an Amish dude. Yeah, he's
If-
only ever learned how to work with his hands.
if
so.
somebody's gonna walk up and like start looking at our stuff, like, yeah, sure, I'll talk to you then. But like if you're just walking by, I'm not gonna fucking talk.
Yeah,
to you.
That's
yeah.
why
Like,
you're not the best salesman of the year.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
I
because
think
I'm not
he's
a
close,
fucking
though,
swindler.
and he doesn't do much.
Not that far off.
So, we were kind of like bullshitting about that back and forth, and kind of talked about the buildings and this, that, and everything else. And Landon's pretty fucking cool. I even
You're showing him pictures of your chicken shed. And
we were talking about
Fucking-
chicken.
Of course, yeah. Why
we
wouldn't
were
you?
talking about
didn't even
chickens.
have to ask, just knew it.
He'll just be like, "This is my little in-town homestead
Yep,
here. I got
yep.
my little fucking garden and my chicken."
My burbs.
But
My
his
totally
wife
legal
was
amount,
there,
9
and then
chickens.
his 3
what
kids.
Hey, what are these?
So my mom found this is.
Oh,
Can
those
you
are
scroll down a little bit?
laser
I
cut
could. I
things?
don't want to.
Just a wee bit. The hang-up system.
Hang this up.
Yeah. So it's a laser cut or no, it's not
Universal
laser.
garden
it's
bracket.
it's
Is it
routed.
CNC routed.
It's routed.
Routed.
hang up systems. So like if you scroll over a little bit, they
I
have
think I know what
the
you're-
racks for like hanging your shovels
You
and
just screw
all
them to a
that
2x4
stuff.
or whatever.
Yeah, they're super fucking cool.
I saw them.
And if you
over
scroll over to the other
here.
side, they make
I saw this earlier.
Ladders, yeah.
one for ladders. They make one for scroll to the right a little bit.
Make me.
They make ones for hanging
For just
extension
general-
cord and
Hoses
hoses,
or-
and then if
yeah.
you scroll all the way over to where the desk is,
Which way is that? I don't. I
Left
to
don't,
or
the
right?
left.
Okay.
to the left.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
there's
to the
another-
right. Sorry,
There's
it's
over here?
Two,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
2 desks.
We're all
Oh,
the-
frick.
Ah, fuck.
What do you want me to scroll?
right over there where the little red
Are those
barns
I'll
are.
say. I thought those were fucking.
They make
Happy Meals.
shelves brackets too. No, that
I wish
those
they were
are,
Happy Meals. That'd be so sick.
They look like they're red. They're the same
do.
box. They're
They
close.
do. They're
They
little
do.
barns with we
Yeah.
did Amish jelly in
They're
them.
so cute.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, where's my Amish jelly?
Yeah, where's
Would
my
you
Amish
guys
jelly?
like
Yeah.
Dude, fucking.
I have
Is
a
it free?
shit- I mean,
Yeah. I want my
It's
little
not
fucking.
free,
I want
but
my
I
fucking
could
Happy
bring you
Meal
some.
Amish fucking
It's
whatever the
Jesus.
fuck.
I'll-
Yeah.
Just
I'll
say,
ask
just
my
say you
mom
hate
what
us.
she
It's
has.
fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
cool.
it.
Whatever. I didn't get my koozie or my Amish jelly.
I gotta bring
whatever.
that.
This
I know.
container's doing a wheelie.
Hell
first
yeah,
of
it
all.
is.
Hell
Yeah. So we had a trade show. It was technically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but me and Tori went down Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Landon was super fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kids
Shout
were
out Landon. Hope you
fucking
listen to this.
hilarious.
Yeah.
If he hears this, we got a bigger problem.
So there was 2 specific moments where I knew me and him were getting along really good.
So we're talking
One-
about chickens.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
One was
He says long
I
story
was,
short a
I
lot.
was talking with, a potential customer, whatever, a guy who had walked up, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
well, our manufacturer is right here with us, this weekend. That's a big boss. And like, he looked over, I was like, see, big boss. And he just cracked this fucking smile. I'm like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. You signed my checks. And then the other one
He
was
went home. He's like, I hate this fucking guy.
probably.
talking shit on fucking
Probably.
Amish MySpace.
Oh
no.
fuck.
The other one was, and I won't get into the details too much, but kind of talking about some, police drama that had happened in their area.
Oh,
goodness.
where is
The
he
spicy
out of?
Amish drama.
Arcola. It's south like 2
South.
hours.
Okay.
Like,
What about the other?
It's same area.
Oh,
So
okay,
like,
okay.
here's
They're
Arcola.
the same
and
people making the same
here's,
buildings. They're just lying.
Springfield.
No, not Springfield.
Do you want to pull up on the map?
Fuck, what the hell is the other name?
Jesus, you're killing.
Starts with an S.
Saginaw.
No.
I'm fucking just saying.
Springfield?
Chesterfield.
It's near Chesterfield, but you got
Tuscola.
Arcola.
Tuscola.
No, it starts with a fucking S.
Where is it?
It's where's that?
Tuscola's right here.
St. Louis?
Arcola's here.
St.
Okay.
Louis.
Decatur.
No, scroll in. It's
Champaign.
It's very near Arcola. It's like a
Oh, it is. Oh,
10-minute drive.
Where? North, south, east, west.
South, west.
West.
Sure.
You're killing me here,
I don't know,
guy.
whatever.
Cadwell.
But they're-
Shelbyville.
No.
Sullivan?
Sullivan, yes.
That's
Sullivan.
not 2 minutes. That's like a
That's-
fucking half-hour
yeah.
drive.
it's south
Shout
of
out.
Champaign. I thought you were going.
Scroll
the other
scroll
way.
into Sullivan.
Sullivan's Foods.
No.
Sullivan Ace Hardware.
Sullivan Ace Hardware.
No.
McDonald's.
No.
McDonald's.
Sullivan.
First Christian Church.
You
No.
could. Can I get a hint, please?
There's a really bitchin' Amish fucking grocery store there, and they sell the best fucking food I've ever
Okay,
had.
where?
South a wee bit. Keep going.
Red Apps Family
The
Restaurant.
town ends over here.
I don't know.
You're killing me.
Yeah,
guy.
whatever.
Neat. Anyway.
But
Great story.
So Landon was talking about some police trouble they've had with some random
Yoder's
fucking
Custom
dude.
Woodworking. It's not.
Oh,
Just
that's
keep-
the cabinet
Anyway.
place.
Cool. Anyway.
Amish
But,
furniture, Amish Country Marketing. That's an Arthur. Never mind. All right.
Oh yeah.
That's an Arthur. That's not in
Arthur.
Sullivan.
It's around there. Whatever. Look, I've only been down there once. Fuck off.
Then why are you?
But so Landon
Solid.
was telling the story about some fucking jackass who came into town and did some horrible shit.
He
And I
came
was
into town
just
on
like
Friday.
listening to this because it was him and my mom talking, and I just turned and looked at him and said, "Well, looks like you need to find a really tall oak tree and a short fucking rope." And he just starts fucking laughing.
liked that
I was
one.
like, "Hell yeah!"
So you're gonna go live with him for a little bit or what?
Yeah.
You guys moving in
You
together?
should.
You
That
know-
would be a nice decompress from TikTok. I'll be honest. Go live with the fucking Amish.
But
for
wear
a
the
little
Insta
bit.
360 on your back.
It's
on like he's got a hard hat which is stuck to the top.
Oh, that was another joke
Like
that
the
got
little
brought up.
Oh
He was
fuck.
like, fuck, what the hell did he say? He said something, and I was like, I get mistaken for you guys all the time with the beard.
Yeah.
It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's
Stolen-
mostly on your chin or on
stolen
your fucking
valor.
on your chin. That's fair.
You got stolen.
Well, it's
Stolen valor.
And I think I talked about this the last Amish trip I went on when I went and visited
Yeah, you're flying the
Everlast.
drones over the kids.
Yeah.
And they're terrified.
And they always ask if you're married, because if you're married, you
Yeah,
can have a
that's when
beard.
you have a
So
beard,
every
yeah.
time, they,
have
are
to
you
say
married?
yes this
And I
time.
did say yes.
but
this
you
time.
lied because you're not married yet.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
potato,
rings on the
potato.
wrong
That's
hand.
cool.
That was
Do they
another.
just get married right away, or do they also have a
They have a courtship
Engagement period.
style
yeah,
kind of a
engagement period?
thing.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I
Why
really
would
don't.
they wait? What are they waiting on? Like,
I don't.
they gotta
really,
post to their Facebooks first. Sorry, I
In
forgot.
case a new cousin comes into town.
I don't really tend to ask much about customs because it's a little
And you
rude
love
to
that
have an English person ask about their customs.
Yeah,
They're not going to hear back about it. Whatever.
But
no
great,
dramas.
great people, great family. It was also very funny because their youngest was 7 months.
Oh, that's
Oh,
young.
fuck.
Okay.
He was 22 pounds.
Is he a linebacker?
he was
What?
He's gonna be.
He was a big boy.
22 pounds at 7
Golly.
Or,
months.
sorry, 21 pounds.
That doesn't make
at
it any.
7 or 8 months old. He was a big boy.
That's a chunky dude.
He was a
Wow.
and not like fat, he
just
was
bit large
big
boy.
big boy.
Holy fuck.
But
your new middle linebacker.
no shit, he was
Big dog.
that baby ate well.
Big
Corn
dog.
fed.
Corn fed motherfucker. But yeah, so we had a shed convention or trade show. We brought the sheds and it was a good old time.
Cool.
Hell
What
yeah.
else do you send me pictures of?
He hit something.
Oh,
Oh.
I laid down a new lap record in my favorite map of 9 minutes 2 seconds.
Okay, mine's 8:45.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I got a lot of.
You're
time
getting
to make
closer.
up. I'm getting. Hey, my
Getting closer.
previous was like 9:15. So
Do you have traction control on still?
yes.
Oh, take that off.
Okay.
Yeah, take all the traction
Yes.
control assists
Yeah.
off.
So like
That'll save you a bunch. That'll save you 10
ABS,
seconds.
you can maybe.
I leave ABS.
I
on.
leave ABS on with when I have my sim set up at least because
Yeah.
it was
it's
better.
Cars have ABS.
Yeah,
Sorry, I like
exactly.
having it
Yeah.
on.
but
You're getting
yeah.
closer.
So
Yeah,
I
take-
think I think if anybody gives a fuck in our
I don't.
YeeHaw lads and crew Discord, I posted our club link.
I was wondering what the fuck that was. It pulled up to like the website. I'm like, what?
You have to sign in on the website.
Yeah,
and
it's-
then it'll
it's-
connect to your
Okay.
your account.
It's a little odd, but
You're a little odd.
yeah, if anybody wants to go in there,
If you also
and-
played WRC and also want to join,
yeah, and want to play, like I can create,
Oh, yeah.
We basically
Sessions
create
and
a,
stuff.
we can create a championship
Yeah.
that we can all compete in
Yeah.
at our own
Yeah.
times.
Yep.
So we can just kind of cross compare back and forth.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me and Brian have been playing Rocket League tournaments, and
Ass
for
is
some reason, we played the same
same
tournaments,
same three tournaments in a row.
and we got 8th place
In the first
out
one,
of 64,
and
or
32nd.
out of 32, and then
Yeah.
we had 2 32s.
Right.
So we lost the first round of the two, but the first one we ever did, we got
We got to
to semifinals or whatever.
Yeah.
got your ass kicked.
It's hard.
It's hard, but anyway,
but somehow we compete in the same tournaments with each
yeah,
other.
we were our teammates.
and then
Oh,
Brian
that's
is
kind of funny.
Brian
no,
is
we were
no,
playing
no.
with each other.
Yeah.
Like 2v2s.
Yeah, we were doing 2v2s. We were on the same team. Whatever. But no, the problem is he's in fucking diamond tournaments.
Oh,
and I'm in gold. I'm in gold now.
we played in the
And
same
now
three
there's a rank
tournaments,
there's a rank
and it
disparity,
split us.
and I can't play with him anymore. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? We've only ever played together.
So I need
Get
to go like
good scrub.
I-
I
need to go,
tried.
like-
I've played fucking 5 tournaments since then.
It keeps going
Can't
down.
go past the first fucking round.
so I need to start bombing.
So you need to
tournaments.
bomb so we can play together,
come
so
down-
we can eventually come back and
So
play
we can
together.
both get down to gold, and then we can kill in gold.
Oh yeah.
gotta go-
I just because I'm going into 2v2s and 3v3 tournaments by myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the best I did, I got to best of 16. So I made it past the first round.
first
that was it.
yeah.
And it took 4 tournaments to get there.
Good
And I played another one because I'm like, I was doing this all
it.
during the week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm trying so fucking hard to get back. And it just didn't work.
It's just not for you.
And I'm just fucking over it now.
freaking rip.
So,
So, yeah.
along with WRC, I also broke down and bought
Assetto Corsa.
Assetto Corsa.
Which is at this point like a 10-plus-year-old
Oh,
game.
it's almost 15.
20
so
yeah.
old.
What year did that game
It doesn't matter
release?
that much. Keep
Old.
talking.
It is fucking old.
It is an old game. It looks
But the
surprisingly.
mods, the mods are what keeps it up.
2014. Yeah.
Okay, 2014.
So yeah,
so
10
it's
plus
10
years.
fucking years or 11 years old.
Yeah, but
Which
the mods come out daily
Yes.
still, and
So-
they are what keeps this game.
I did highway mods with
Yes.
light and heavy traffic and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
You can go through the fucking Japanese highway system, which is cool. That's been popping off lately.
I lived a small fantasy and fucking was weaving in and out of traffic with a 1986
86.
Datsun.
Datsun
Oh,
270Z.
yeah.
I thought it was gonna be the fucking
Thing was-
A86.
It's
Thing-
always a Z with
Thing
him.
was
There it is.
fucking
It is.
ignorant.
Yeah.
In like second gear at like past 5K, I'd just back or break the ass end loose and I'd get thrown into a wall. So fun though.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then the
last one.
other thing that happened. Well, okay.
Oh.
So I finished.
We don't got all day here, guy. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, but go to the dial because we can
Okay.
talk about my dial. So I know that we talked about this before. I've
You
been
mentioned it.
slowly been 3D printing a dial gauge pod
holder.
for my driver's side pillar, my A pillar, because I couldn't fucking find anything that like somewhat even fit.
Yeah.
Like I even got to the point where I got a universal one and took a heat gun to it and tried to mold it, flat so that I could take it to the pillar and mold it to that. But the way it was so fucking cockeyed. So I said, fuck it. 3D scanned my pillar, 3D printed something else, painted it like 6 fucking times with sandable primer, and then painted it like 3 times with, because I didn't realize this when I was buying spray paint for the cross members for the ship box. So I bought the 2000 degree high temp enamel.
Yeah.
And then what
The
I
car parts.
thought was black matte spray paint
Okay.
or semi-gloss turned out to be walnut. So it was fucking
Walnut?
brown.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then I had to go back to fucking town. I had to go to town anyway, but
Well, yeah.
bought fucking semi-gloss black spray paint and spray painted it.
and
And
you end up with
yeah,
this.
have my little
So you're
pod
gonna
cluster.
bolt that onto your tan interior. A
Yeah.
pillar.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
Onto it. The walnut would have been a nice middle ground.
Ah,
You should have color matched it to the
Oh,
interior.
fuck no. I think if you really were to do the same color tan interior,
I don't even.
I
can't
think
even
I
picture
think
I
it
have
looked
gray,
fucking
so-
ugly.
Same.
I think it'd look weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have this to actually finish up. I was
You're
doing
doing it-
some wiring before podcast because,
Well, before and during the first half hour, we normally
Yeah.
record.
but yeah, because when I tried to pull it through the firewall, I fucked the
You ripped the connector
pin
off.
connector up. So yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Somebody was all frustrated and tired and just want to get
Look,
it done.
how many hours did we work?
20.
Was it 20? I thought it was like 36 hours of
No.
footage that we had.
No, it's 20.
Oh.
36
So-
hours is the entire 2 days.
No, it's a day and a half.
I understand that, but we didn't work 24 hours. We worked we had about 20 hours of footage.
Okay, so
Now, including going to town and back and forth, yeah, there probably was 36
Okay.
hours, but
so call it a full day and a half worth of work. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was fucking brain dead. Monday, I was still brain dead.
I'm still brain dead from it now.
Yeah, but
That's why I did nothing this weekend because I was fucking
So,
whooped
well, that's what sucks. So
existing.
the past, okay, we had Tegan's birthday weekend, the neighbor boy.
Oh.
Then we did something else where we were out of town. Then we went to the Shed convention, and now this upcoming weekend we're going to Indy.
This weekend?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be the Naxja when
You're going to be in Indianapolis this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is this weekend in Indianapolis?
What?
Supercross.
Is it?
It is. Joe's going.
Do you want to go with
you
Joe?
wanna go with Supercross?
Do you want
I
to?
believe it's this weekend actually, because he was talking about it.
I'm not kidding.
I think
I
it's-
don't have
'cause
much to
this
do.
weekend's-
Can we?
Google
It'd be
it.
Saturday.
I really should do a clutch on the Honda this weekend.
we can do it on Sunday.
Oh, don't do it this weekend because I won't be around to help.
We can all go to Supercross.
We can. I will go to Supercross.
It would be kind of sick actually.
bet I
I've
could
never
convince
gone
Tori
to
to
a
go to
Supercross. I would
Supercross.
love to
I'm
go.
pretty sure it's this weekend.
I would love to go to Supercross. Hey, oh, Jeremy's not going to be able to know.
It'd be too late.
No, Jeremy, I'm
have to
sorry,
call-
brother.
Text him.
Saturday, March 8th, yeah, at Lucas Oil Stadium in
How much are
Indianapolis. $1,500 per person. No, that's
Go
not the
fuck
right-
yourself.
That's like the
no.
the
That's the
box.
bougie tickets.
It's like the box seat.
Maybe they're sold out.
No,
hopefully
they
they're
won't be.
sold out.
It's the whole fucking arena.
Find tickets. Hopefully they're sold
Here we
out.
go.
Don't make
They're like $30.
this isn't. We're not going to.
It can't
this.
be that fucking.
All
You
guests
think
age 2 and
we're
older
not-
need a ticket. I agree
You
not to
think
resell.
we're not gonna do
$22 for the cheapest seats.
That's not that bad.
Find out where Joe's fucking seats are right now. And let's go.
What's the most expensive seats? Best seats.
Can't be that.
$100
much.
$287 for the best seats.
That's not that bad.
Can you imagine
not-
Joe?
I mean, I'm not paying $300.
Find out where Joe
Joe
is.
who
We'll
lo-
sit next to him.
Joe who loves Supercross, this and that. We just come sit right next to him. Be like, "The fuck are you doing here?" Like, don't
I'm
tell
not
him.
kidding you.
Just
be
walk up to. Oh man, weird seeing you
Crazy
here.
seeing you here. Be like,
I've
"The
wanted to go to
fuck?"
Supercross so much recently, and I fucking
Okay,
haven't.
Marcus, what are you doing Saturday at 6:30?
PM?
Yeah.
Probably sitting in a fucking hotel room.
You can come.
Fucking
go to Supercross.
come to Lucas Oil
If you guys actually
I'm
go,
not- I want to go.
I will fucking convince
It's
Tori,
what,
McKenzie,
3-hour
and Eric
drive?
to
Yeah, to
fucking do it.
Indianapolis, 3 or 4 hours, whatever.
It's $22 a ticket. It's not
it
even
is-
that expensive.
I'm gonna
You guys
text
are gonna
her
be
right
spending.
now.
What's the
you guys are gonna be
VIP
spending
cost?
Do y'all
hundreds
wanna
of
go to
dollars this week.
Supercross on Saturday.
You know, they're just gonna text back. What's that? God damn it! Are we
Y'all want to go to dirt bike racing in Indianapolis?
Is there a
Can
chance we're going to
we all
Supercross
go
on
There's
Saturday?
a fucking high chance. I'm
Super-
dead serious. I will go to this.
A dirt.
We can leave.
bike
It starts fucking late.
It starts at 6:30 p.m. We have all day.
We can leave at 3.
We can do the
and we
clutch
leave at-
in the morning.
Yeah, we can leave at 2 p.m.
What time does it start?
6:30.
6:30.
in Indy.
There is like a track walk beforehand, and there's also it's going to be a 250.
I wanna see the-
qualifying heat and main.
But I want to see the C-class riders go.
Oh no, there is no C class.
That's what I wanna see.
This is like the A class of local people.
3.5
racing here.
hours, yeah. Damn. We might
With
be,
a time change, I guess too. So it'd be
yeah, so 4.5 hours. So we need to leave at like 2 at the latest. Realistically, like 1.
Yeah, so we can leave at noon.
Oh, she read the message. Hold on. Doing it
God damn!
live.
Why I mention things? Oh, you'll be in
Look, if
Indianapolis?
y'all go,
I'm gonna be the only one knowing anybody's name.
No, I know some people. Thanks
maybe
to
a
Joe.
couple,
Joe's
yeah.
just yapping.
Oh,
about
this
him.
is true. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Tomac, he's dead. Oh, Sexton, he's
I'll say,
dead.
Sexton is a local guy. You should root for him. He's very good.
I
Yes.
know. No, Joe's a big Tomac guy. Eli Tomac.
Yeah.
But he
fair.
shattered his like fucking
Yeah,
calf or
He
something.
got hurt recently. yeah.
R.I.P.
There was a big discrepancy.
Ooh, the drama in this
Yeah,
Supercross.
I forget what it was.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they. I'm sure they're
Text him right now
going.
and find out what is fucking what.
was
Like,
asking
what
him tomorrow
section are
morning.
you?
Yeah, hey, where are you sitting? Like, how close are you sitting? I'll try to get his. I'll try to get his information.
I
without
have
telling him.
break at 9:30 and noon is when it starts. So text me.
It's $20. I'll buy all the tickets at once. It's not like it's,
I know. No, but like be like, hey, like this is where he's sitting. Like try to be able to sit next to him and shit.
it's like we just sit like one row behind him, and just throw shit at him.
That
all
would be-
day.
yeah,
Like,
I-
don't tell him and just come sit behind
Yeah.
him. I was trying to get him on here tonight, but no, fucking buy one get one at Buffalo Wild Wings.
what the fuck?
Him and his boys are going there. Fucking gay.
but
Okay,
yeah. So that's I've been like
that's-
out of town for going on like 5 fucking weeks, and I'm really fucking tired.
But now you get to
of
go
it.
watch Supercross, maybe.
Possibly.
I would be so pumped to watch this, and then just get
You sound
hammered.
so
and then we go to the hotel
My bro-
across the street and just fucking hang out.
Brother, we have a 4-hour
oh,
drive
no.
there. We can be hammered.
road sodies.
Jeremy, how close do you live to Indianapolis? I'm gonna come over and crash on your couch, brother.
Brother, you're not
Oh, I
gonna
do
make it
know-
to the couch.
oh, I
You'll
bet
make
I
it to
actually
his
know
I
porch.
know a
handful.
lot of people in Indiana.
I do know. Actually, Jeremy knows
Oh,
one
could
guy.
you get pulled over on a Grom again?
Alan Daniels.
that's Tennessee.
Fucking
Oh, that was
Christian
Tennessee.
Schweikert and
Yeah, I know
Cole
Schweikerts.
William and
Plus, like
CJ
Brendan and all them that are also
something.
down there. Brendan and Mike.
Brendan's
and,
close.
I mean, they're,
yeah.
not Indianapolis, but still.
Yeah, they're 45 minutes ish, maybe an hour.
we could
yeah.
find somewhere to crash.
But
We'll take your camper.
park in the parking
We
lot.
could.
It's
We
gonna
could
be- it's
just
gonna be
sleep.
nice out,
We're
too.
gonna be hammered. It doesn't matter.
Who's gonna tell you no? You bought tickets to the event. They can suck your dick. I paid for parking.
They could sure try to tell us no.
What are they gonna do? Tow a truck and a camper that's only 13 feet
And
long?
a gooseneck
We're
with
in it. You
40
can't-
No. It's just gonna be the camper. We could tow it behind the Subaru.
Oh.
The Subaru. could
That
tow
sounds
it.
like a horrible
No, it can't.
idea.
No, it can't.
Okay, we would probably take your truck.
Yeah,
I'll
we
be
take my
honest.
Ranger or whatever. Yeah, my red truck.
Tailgating at
Sure,
the
whatever.
Supercross event.
The Jeep. Yeah, the Jeep will do it. It cruises at 55.
Put the new leaf springs on it yet?
No,
Fuck.
not yet.
Why?
I'm just
Why?
curious to see.
Just how much more it raises.
Because
or-
Kyle said those are the super cursed, awful leaf springs.
Fair, yeah. No,
They're
that's gonna
broken.
be when I put the Anti-Wrap R
Yeah,
on.
fair. They said they've broken every Jeep they've been on.
Every Jeep that's had them on has rolled over.
Yeah.
but I have a
You have
cage,
a
so I don't
cage,
care.
we're good.
And I'm also putting them on backwards, so it reverses the curse.
Fixes the curse.
Fact,
Done.
facts, factual evidence right there.
So yeah, I guess we'll see if we're going to India on fucking Saturday. If not, I'm doing a clutch on the Honda.
Jeremy, you're gonna be really confused why I text you in about 20 minutes, but
For
you'll
sure.
figure it out.
listen.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
But so the other thing that happened this week, if you
How
want to
many
go,
things have you done?
this happened
You
yesterday.
fucked up at work.
I did not fuck
Oh,
up.
it looked like you fucked up.
I won't get into too much detail.
Why is it orange?
Okay, what are we looking at here?
Look at my rear fender. It's bent
Oh, it's
in.
bent
Right
in.
here.
I thought you were talking about like the orange shit on the bumper.
No,
No, it's just a roll pan. That's a reflection.
Oh, that
The
is just the grass. I thought that it was.
It
like
looks like an
rust.
orange like
Yeah.
rust spot. No, it's just a roll pan now. It's bent in nice and clean.
So
it's tucked.
we were doing a install.
So you got fired?
No. We were doing an install.
You got a drug test for sure.
At a no.
They're
Hold on.
so trusting.
I'm gonna
Did you
share-
tell
I
anybody?
need to go smoke pot and work at Surf
You
Internet.
didn't-
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
share another picture to you.
This is the
Sorry,
first time he's
I
admitting it.
forgot.
Oh fuck!
So yeah, we were doing an install, and I had to go back
It looks
to
fine
my.
from the side.
It doesn't even look that
It
bad.
looks fine. From
I had to
Why is
go
it red?
I had
Did
to
you
walk.
hit a child?
Hold on.
Blood.
Let me fucking finish.
Well, start talking. Quit yapping.
We were doing an install. I had to walk back to my truck, and as I'm like, I don't know, 10, 20 feet away from my truck, all of a sudden I hear a crunch, and my truck body just kind of shakes a little bit. I'm like,
What?
Did a child run into you?
well, that's weird. So I walk around the back of the truck. Turns out, because I was parked in the alley, because I was in Oglesby, and Oglesby is all aerial, so it's up
parked-
on the telephone line.
Yes.
Okay.
So I parked in the alley, which
Where you can't park.
I had my hazards
Yeah,
on.
I'll say yeah.
No,
yeah
I'm a-
the
I'm a-
park anywhere button. Yeah.
I'm a service vehicle.
park
I
here
can
now,
park wherever the
yes.
hell I kind of want.
Legally,
But
no.
it
okay.
wasn't a full alley. It was like a half or quarter alley with
You're
the
getting
pull
into
in to every
semantics now.
whatever.
Either way, yeah.
Turns out the neighbor on the opposite side of the street decided to pull out of his driveway or out of his garage without looking backwards and hit my truck.
So you were parked in front of
Cool.
his garage.
Yeah.
And he ran into you because you're parked in front of his garage.
Yep.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yep. So
So you
yeah,
tell
that
the
was,
you didn't tell the company.
no, I did what I had to do, and it was kind of funny because he was like an older British guy, and
the fuck?
What?
like I was taking
The guy that
what's he
hit you, or
doing
the
at
guy at your
Oglesby?
company?
yeah. No. The guy who hit me.
Hell
The
yeah.
fuck's he doing in
I
Oglesby?
no
What the
idea.
fuck?
Didn't ask questions. Took a
Weird.
I would've
shitload of
asked
pictures
questions.
and called 911 to file a police report. And he was
Oh, I wouldn't have done
fuck.
that.
I
would've
had
just-
to.
Oh,
I had
com-
to.
company.
Company, yeah,
company
that's
policies.
fair,
I have
that's
to
fair.
file a
I
police
still wouldn't have
report.
told him. I would have
That's
drove
fair.
away.
So-
Bend it back out my hand. I'm good. Bye.
I did bend it
Brother,
back
buy,
out my
I
hand.
was like, buy me a buffing wheel and the fucking paint marks will go
You saw
away.
what happened to your headlights. He can fix this.
So, yeah, he was like, I don't know, had to fucking go somewhere, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's why he backed out
Sir.
in a hurry.
you hit my truck, a company vehicle, which is fine. Like nobody got hurt, and that's great.
He
But
can
like,
just hit and
yeah.
run.
you want to leave, and like that's a hit
fleeing.
and run.
Yeah, you're
That
saying
is
you're
fleeing.
you're about
I
to
straight up
Congratulations.
told him that because as I'm on the phone with 911, like, hey, nobody's hurt, nothing's wrong. I don't have the non-emergency line for Oglesby. I just need a police report. Here's all the information. He's, come on, I need you to move this truck, and I have places to be. And and I'm like,
trying to
sir,
flee.
if you leave, that is fleeing a technical crime scene. You will get your ass in trouble for this if you fucking leave right now. And I'm not moving my truck until this call is finished.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
So did you go back to work while you're waiting for the police?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was the response time?
Well,
Non-emergency.
cop rolled up, put my
We're
hand
talking
up.
5, 10,
He-
15? Come on.
He rolled his window down within like, I don't know, like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then he goes, hold on. I'm going to, my chief is calling me. I'm going to go help him with his vehicle, which I'm guessing was the guy who took off. And yeah, then
Oh,
another.
he did end up taking off?
Oh, yeah. He fucking straight up left.
Cool.
Because he was just like straight up like, you said a minute ago, like 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, it's a fucking figure of speech, buddy. Like, I have to take pictures. Like, this needs to be documented. Like,
Document these, Hoss.
it's not a big deal. Nothing's really like fucked up. And like, I have 2, maybe 3 very minor spots with paint transfer.
Mm-hmm.
He has a little paint transfer on his plastic bumper because he was driving an older like Buick Sabre.
Of
Hell
course, it's an old
yeah.
dude driving a Buick.
a
Yeah.
sedan
British dude
4-door.
driving a Buick.
The worst thing that happened was he cracked his taillight housing.
no.
That's it. Like just splintered it, not like
Yeah,
pieces
yeah.
coming out, but like
Yep.
yeah, he was just like, I need to go right now, and it's like
He had places to
I
be.
mean,
Yeah. You could have left 10
Fine-
minutes earlier
fine-
and went slow out of your driveway.
fine
and
by
not hit
me, but
Whatever.
Yeah.
So you got hit and ran.
Yep.
Oglesby's terrible for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oglesby in general,
Is
like
terrible.
there are
Yeah,
side
sucks.
roads that only fit one car.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just you guys most of the horror stories, at least of people, have been from Oglesby.
I had to do an Austin Powers turnaround
I mean, you're in
last
a work
week
truck, to be fair.
and had to like
How much
20-point
is that?
turn to get turned around. It was fucking horrible. But yeah, so my truck has another dent in it.
That ain't it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's your story.
that's
You're sticking
that's-
to it.
Yep, that's really all that happened.
How about that?
Oh, I fucked my splicer up too.
I don't care.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm just it won't make interesting.
User error,
Yeah.
input error,
It's cold.
Nah, it was
outside.
like kind of funny. So, like,
misinput.
when you
Call
splice
out.
and it finishes arcing and melting the glass,
Mhm.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah.
it like clamps
I
it
like your
somehow
words, funny magic man.
and like does a hey, with this splice you have a 0.01 dB signal loss.
It like tests it.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind
okay.
of.
Sure.
Mm.
So actually the same day when we were at that install
The one
that
you
my
got
truck got hit,
Hit and ran at.
I my splicer came up and it was like, "Oh, hey, you have a loss of 270.78 dB."
That's a really big
Huh.
number.
That's like almost all of it.
That believe it or
Huh.
not, that's a humongous
Well,
number.
like 25 is where it starts throwing hissy fits. So like something's really fucked, and so I spliced it 3 times, kept coming up really bad. Put my meter on it. It's like it's fucking 9. It's fine.
oh, the splicer was just reading bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
awfully convenient.
Did a boatload of diagnostics and like took it apart and like
it's a feature, not a bug.
did a full like actual clean and like maintenance procedure.
Oh, you like serviced your equipment and then it worked better?
No, it was still fucked up.
Oh.
So
Yeah, well,
I sent it back to get remand.
So you forked it up.
yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
$72.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Still looking at seats.
Yep.
On the corner. Fucking,
That's about it.
that's about it. Yeah, the $22 are like way the
Yeah,
fuck
they're
out there.
terrace level. Yeah.
Yeah, they're way up here. But so.
Okay, what does $100 get me?
What's
I'm
your
not paying. I'm
what's
not
your
paying
$100
$100.
seats?
Yeah.
It's the best.
Is it like
That's far way out there. Starting gate?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way.
We'll look.
Thanks, Jeremy. We're gonna sleep on your couch. But yeah, no. If we don't go to Supercross, I'm gonna get my clutch done. If we do, I'm still gonna try to get my clutch done.
I'm gonna try to get my brakes done. So.
I ain't gonna do shit.
We're
this
probably not going
weekend.
to Supercross.
Well,
Be so sick, but that's a lot of hours.
maybe
we are.
where's the
How,
next
how about we
closest
just
one?
take a rain check?
This is by far gonna be the
No, it is.
closest.
There's another one that's close. I forget where it's at though. It's in
How about
St.
we just
Louis.
take a rain
Maybe it is
check
St. Louis.
and instead of going to a Supercross event,
Birmingham, Alabama, Seattle, Washington. Yeah. New
instead
Jersey,
of going to a
Pennsylvania,
This is just
Supercross,
like-
God, you.
it would have been
fucking
earlier in the
cocksuckers.
year. I saw my buddies just go to this. It must have been St. Louis.
There's
I
one in
forget.
Daytona. That was the last one that you saw everyone go to, probably.
No, they didn't
Yeah.
go to fucking St. Louis.
Was it
Daytona.
like a week or two ago? It was Daytona.
Oh no, I had saw that.
Somebody
but no,
went to
it was-
Daytona like a week
Yeah,
or two
no,
ago.
it was somebody else.
Either way. What are
How-
you yapping out, Marcus?
How about instead of going to a Supercross
Supercross.
event,
We just
we
come
take
to
a
Indy.
no, we take a rain check and go to an ARA event and
No, the-
watch people go
We're
rally.
going to do that anyway.
Yeah,
Andy's
I'm
just
hoping to be
also
the one
wanted-
flying in the air.
Andy's just also wanted to go to Supercross for 20 years.
that's
correct.
Since Ricky Carmichael was winning stuff.
What's that one guy that's sponsored by like
Travis Pastrana.
Bush Light and what the fuck? I don't know. Does like crazy shit.
in what?
And like he drives a dirt bike.
I don't know.
You guys showed me
Sponsored by
some
Busch Light?
some dude who's
Oh,
sponsored by
Ronnie Mack.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
He's not
he's
sponsored.
that dude's
no.
fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's just a goober. Practice starts at noon. Or we could spend all day there.
Detroit, Michigan, Ford Field. That was probably the other one.
That could be it.
I'm not going back to
Yeah.
fucking Detroit. Fuck that city.
No, practice starts at noon. Hear me out here, boys.
Buchanan.
could
Oh,
spend
that's
a
red.
lot of
Oh,
hours there.
that's motocross, not
Yeah.
supercross.
I don't know. Either way, we'll worry about that later.
We go to Pittsburgh.
Fuck
To
no.
Pennsylvania.
Fuck that. Okay.
We have dirt bikes at
Philadelphia.
home.
We have dirt bikes at home.
Some of us do.
We could go to
Some
mega
don't.
tracks and get fucked up.
We
Watch kids crash.
We. I don't know. Either way. So
Get the fuck out of here. I got wiring left to do.
yeah, that's kind of the plan.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See you soon, Jeremy.